ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Just making sure that my hair's all lovely, looking lovely for you, as always. Big up your damn selves. Welcome back into the building. Lateness is greatness, as always. For this Chelsea watch-along. Oh, my God, it feels so good to say that. It feels so good to say that. We haven't said that in donkey's years. We haven't been talking Chelsea for ages. It feels really, really, really strange. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's good to be in the building once again. The lineups are on your screen. We were just making sure that we had the lineups in there because, you know, to be honest, starting without the lineups is pointless. It's all about the lineups. You know, usually there's, you know, context coming into the match, other fixtures that have been played, previous matches, Premier League standings, all these things. But really, for a friendly like this, if you don't have the lineup, then there's no point. So we just want to make sure we had the lineup for you on the screen. Both teams, you know, have got some unfamiliar faces, some familiar faces as well. For us, you know, it's a mixed bag because of course the World Cup. So we got a lot of youngsters in there, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. That's basically Aston Villa's first team. You're right. There's only I think there's one name that I'm not familiar with in that, which is Kamba, and Richie on the right. I'm not sure about everybody else. Everybody else looking pretty much first team. Konza didn't, yeah, bruh, it's long. It's very much the first team. You're asking where's Carney? I don't know. I can just tell you that he's not here and he's not even on the bench, it seems, as well. So I don't really know where Carney is. I don't know why. I'm going to try and find out why Carney's not in the team or why he's not here. But outside of that, we have loads of young players. Obviously, we had to make sure we got the shirt numbers as well, which is why it took a bit longer. It's not easy. It's not easy for these young players. We don't know all these shirt numbers because some of them are literally just fresh off the boat from. Do you know what I'm saying? From Cobham. What's it? So Kamara's a starter yet. Carney not 100% fit yet. It's mad. Aston Villa playing with their first team. Where's Kepa? So we got Bettinelli in goal. I'm a bit surprised Kepa's not in there as well because Kepa was not in the World Cup squad for Spain. He was in the provisional one, but he wasn't in the World Cup one. So I'm a little bit surprised. But Bettinelli goes in, Brooking goes in, Humphreys goes in, Trevor Chalobah, of course, Correa, Webster. I'm excited to see Webster. I'm very, very excited to see Webster. He's very, very talented. We've actually never really ever seen him in the first team before. We've seen Lewis Hall. He's in there with Jorginho. It looks like Lewis Hall's actually going to play in his best position as well today, which is in the midfield three. So he's alongside Jorginho and Webster. That midfield has me very, very, very excited. I've heard good things about Humphreys as well, but I've never seen him. But Webster is a talent and he's running out of contract as well. So it'll be tough to keep him, but he's in there with Hall. We know Hall. Hutchinson starts with Broya and Aubameyang, but Hutchinson starts. Do you know how excited I am to see Hutchinson, man? Everybody been talking about Hutchinson. When are we going to see him? Is he going to get the game time? And finally, Hutchinson is in a Chelsea shirt in the first team and playing. It's a friendly. You know, we can't really look too much into it. I'm just excited to see them kick ball. And let's see what they're doing. Apparently, Kepa is injured as well. Okay, actually, you're right. Yeah, because Kepa did have some injury concerns, didn't he? And I'm guessing, you know, that's still the case. But yeah, Webster, Hall, and Amari in the same team. That's some exciting stuff, man. That's some serious stuff. So, you know, again, things like score predictions, things like that are not really important. It's a friendly. I don't really know what to expect at all from this team, but you know, I'm excited to see what they can produce. Again, if we lose, what's the reaction, right? I don't really mind. I just want to see a good game. I'm kind of treating this almost like an international match, even though it is Chelsea, where I'm just trying to see good football. I'm just trying to see a good football and see what the plan is stylistically from Potter. I'd rather see stylistically what he's trying to do than just see us try and get some sort of result that doesn't mean anything. So this is not a day to park the bus. This is not a day to play on, you know, play the way that we don't plan on playing. You know, we need to see some sort of maybe some style and some good football. I'm just trying to see if I can get news on why Carney. I'm guessing Carney's also injured as well. Chukwuemeka, I'm guessing it's just because of injury. But I haven't seen anything. Obviously, all the England players are posting their, you know, speeches on Twitter and whatnot. shame. It's a shame, but you know, they played well. So I don't even hear really. I don't really think criticism is even need to be that deep because I think they actually played really, really well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news. All right. So let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Fofana, question marks. Again, Fofana. People like Fofana, Reece James, N'Golo Kante, players like this, you're not going to see play. Obviously, they're not here. They're not on the bench. And I think rightly so. You wouldn't bother playing or risking these guys. I don't think they're even match fit anyway. They're just getting back into individual training. Some of them are maybe doing some team training. But even still, no point risking them. I do want to see Quesadilla. I do. I want to see Quesadilla. That's what I've named him after the food. I want to see him in the team. He's on the bench. He's been scoring some goals from midfield. Rakin as well is on the bench. I think he was in the Champions League squad as well for the last group game. So there's a couple players there that I recognize. And Beach, we signed from Southampton, I believe. Was it Southampton? We signed him in the summer anyway. Beach, he's on the bench, the goalkeeper. And yeah, and also we signed Bestau from Brighton, I think, as well. He's on the bench. So there's quite a few players there actually that we've brought in recently in the last summer window when we signed all those young players. So let's see what they're on as well. It will be Brookin, I think, a right back. Yeah, it will be Brookin. Trevor Chalobah will definitely be a centre back, I think. I think it's as it reads, you know, right to left, Cucurella left back, Humphrey centre back, Brookin at right back. I think that's exactly how it's going to go. He's in full yeah. I mean, listen, we don't need to see Reece James in a game like this. We know exactly what we're going to get from Reece James. When he's fully fit, he's good. He's not only good, is he world class. So we don't really need to see Reece James in this team, and there's no point risking him. If he was to get injured again in a game like this, I think everybody would flip, absolutely flip. So yeah, no need to see Reece James. All right, so see what you guys are saying. Charlie Webster will impress the fan base the most. Let me know who you're most looking forward to seeing. It doesn't even have to be a young player. It can be any Chelsea player. Just any Chelsea player in that team that you're most looking forward to seeing. For me, it is Charlie Webster because I haven't seen him in the first team. And also Hutchinson. I'd say I can't really split those two. I'd say it's between those two. Just getting in some lunch. Man said England tears. No tears around here, man. We know what we signed up for. Listen, I couldn't let England ruin my World Cup. It's not possible. I've seen too many things. I've seen too many disappointments, too many sad moments to let them ruin yet another tournament for me. You just brush it off, move on. Okay. So it's actually Challenge Cup. That's what it's called. We're in the Challenge Cup. This is the only game we're playing out there, isn't it? I believe this is the only game we're playing out there. So yeah, I think that's the case. So I don't know what kind of cup it is. Is this just one game and then you get a trophy? I also want to see Potter include Spoons Up Bell. Listen, with the Spoon Up Bell, I don't really know how he's doing in the youth levels. I don't even know if he's even starting. So he might not be the hype that everybody thought he was going to be. So yeah, I don't think he's in a position where, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of hype on him, obviously, because of some certain moments in games, but I don't think he's kicking up a storm in the youth level. I haven't heard about him. So he just might not be the guy. At the moment, the guys are Hutchinson, Webster, Hall. Those are the guys. They deserve to be in this starting 11. 100%. There's a trophy for this. I mean, it's called the Challenge Cup, so I would assume so. Yeah, I would assume so. You could literally watch the game on Chelsea YouTube. Yeah. On the main YouTube channel, Chelsea Football Club, so you can watch it. I've got it here. So yeah, it's really, really easy to watch. It's literally there. They're going to show it in like 14 minutes, they said. So yeah, easy to watch. Easy to watch, guys. YouTube, Chelsea Football Club. All right, let's read out some more of your comments. There's a trophy for this. Where can we watch the match? I've already said. Thoughts on Harry Class A Kane? Well, I watched some of the. I mean, listen, again, like I said, I'm not like devastated or anything, because like I said, I prepare for this. I prepare for this mentally. I know exactly what England are capable of. Unfortunately, even though they played really well and they actually deserve to go through, it's just part and parcel of England. This is what happens, whether you deserve or you don't deserve. There's heartbreak coming regardless. So, you prepare for this. And for me, Harry Kane, listen, he missed the penalty, isn't it? He missed a massive opportunity to equalize. Don't want to put it all on him, even though it's easy to do so, because at the end of the day, the whole team, the whole team is there. I think everybody played pretty well. I think really Southgate as well. If I'm really looking at someone, I'm looking at Southgate. With the substitutions, you're not bringing on Rashford until minutes to go when he's like joint top goal scorer or just below top scorer, or one of the top scorers in the tournament. You're bringing on Sterling when he's only just come back off the flight. I don't really know if he's, you're not looking at Grealish and Maddison, and I don't know. I just think it's a bit strange. Even not bringing Trent on, you need a goal, right? You need a goal. I know Mbappe's over there, but you now need a goal. Trent is going to give you more than Walker going forward. If you need a goal in the World Cup, you need a goal in the World Cup. There's no if, buts, maybes, do's and don'ts. You need a goal. If you don't get another goal, you're going home. As simple as that. So at that point, for me, you throw all your eggs in the same basket, in the basket, and you absolutely just go for it. And Trent is one of those players that could have produced a great cross for someone. And he's literally one of the highest assisting players in the Premier League for years and years and years. So when I saw the substitutions, I thought, yeah, I'm not really sure this is gonna end well. And yeah, it is what it is. So it is what it is. I don't get too emotionally distraught by these things. This is not Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? Apparently, Poch is set to replace Southgate. Well, we shall see. I mean, if Thomas Tuchel goes in, now suddenly I'm waving that flag. You will see a massive England fan on this channel if Thomas Tuchel comes in. No, the match hasn't started. No. If Thomas Tuchel comes in, then you will see a massive, massive, massive England fan on this channel, because then I will have belief. This all spurs from me not believing in Southgate to get the job done. England fans, people online, they'll be saying, "Oh, Matisse, why are you so like nonchalant about it? Why don't you have a little bit of faith?" And because I don't believe in this manager. I don't believe in this manager. He's done a great job. Don't get me wrong. He's brought this team very, very far. He's accomplished some nice stuff, but he hasn't won, and I don't think he's capable of winning. And when push comes to shove, and you need the big decisions, that's where for me he's not capable of making the big decisions. So I think for me that's where it spirals from. If I had a manager in charge that I actually thought would be able to win the big trophies, because that's what it's about. It's about winning. It's not about finishing second or third and saying, "Oh, we did really well. This is a massive achievement." No, it's about winning. If you don't win, no one cares. No one will tell anybody in 20 years' time. So I just think it's been a missed opportunity, this World Cup. If you think about it, if England had won, they would have played Morocco, and then they would have, potentially, not saying they would have won, but potentially been then in the final against Croatia or Argentina. Like, it's a nice route. It's a decent route. So they had a good opportunity, but they blew it. So it is what it is. Yeah, unbelievable. Where are you, man, watching the game? The match. So the match is showing on the Chelsea YouTube channel. Guys. Chelsea Football Club. Very easy to access. Literally, they're not live yet, but that's where it is. So no problems finding the game. It's easy as it gets. It doesn't get any easier than this. Let's see. And also, again, the reason why I wasn't too hyped is, you have to put it into context. It's the same way when Chelsea were winning the first few games under Potter. I didn't disrespect Tuchel and say, "Oh, see, look now, everybody, this is where you have to see why couldn't Tuchel get Chelsea playing like this, right?" Because look at the games we played, and look at the context and the fact that we didn't play one of the big teams yet, and that was always going to be a test. And then as soon as we rock up against Man United and then it's Arsenal, now things are not so easy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's now things are not so easy. So we got off to a great start under Potter. We were unbeaten. I was enjoying. I was praising. but it's not a moment to be like, oh, see, look, this is why Tuchel, this is why Tuchel, see, look how easy it is to get us play attacking football. A lot of people did that. A lot of people started to beat Tuchel with a stick because Potter seemed to rejuvenate the team. You have to wait until you play some proper teams. And England, someone threw up a statistic of England in the last 2 World Cups, and they haven't beaten a single top team in the last 2 World Cups. In this World Cup, they beat Senegal, they beat Wales, and they beat Iran. In the last World Cup, I believe they beat Tunisia and a handful of other teams. Let me see if I can rock them up. But the first time they came up against someone serious, which was Croatia, they lost. And then they lost the 3rd place match as well against Belgium. So, you know, it's not to say that, you know, they haven't done well, but it's also to say that relax a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Relax just a smidge, because you haven't beaten anyone serious. The only time I've seen England beat a serious team was Germany in the Euros, last Euros. That was the only time I saw them beat someone serious in the last 3 years in major competition. So, you know, it's a damning statistic, but it's the damn facts. What it is. But yeah, I'm good, man. I mean, listen, bro, I'm excited. I mean, maybe I'm losing memory of what Chelsea were playing like, but I'm just excited that Chelsea are coming back. You know, I feel like the stakes are higher. You know, week to week, you don't know how your week's gonna go at work or all these things. If Chelsea deliver or they don't, I like the thrill. I like not knowing. I like not knowing what I'm going to be dealing with Chelsea. It's very stressful, but I enjoy it. So I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to the Premier League being back. We got a big task ahead of us to try and make top 4. It's not really the most exciting thing to be chasing, but it is what it is. Champions League will be back as well, and really January transfer window should be good. You know, really we should be making some serious moves in the January transfer window. So that gives me hope. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm looking at one player that I wasn't looking at before, one player in the World Cup that I didn't have any notion of and I wasn't looking at before, and you're never meant to do this because you're always meant to not judge someone off a World Cup alone. But Amrabat from Morocco, listen, if Chelsea need a holding midfielder and they need one in January, which they do, and they need someone now, Amrabat from Morocco, that guy, bro, I believe in him. I don't know what it is, but I believe in him. It's the very, very few and seldom do I go to a World Cup and come away with a player where I'm like, yeah, get him. Because, you know, you can have stars at a World Cup and then club football, they don't match up. But you see the way that he plays, I think it suits the Premier League so well. The way that he plays and the way that his makeup is in terms of his style, he's good on the ball, but he's also he's very combative and he's very physical as well. He just has a little bit of everything. I think he would do well. I really do. And he's one of the players that I'd like us to go for. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like us to go and get him, man. He's 26. He's at a good age. He's having a great tournament, man. He's having a great tournament, I have to say. He was unreal against Portugal, man. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now here come the rival fans telling me that Amrabat would not want the ZS treatment and he wants to go to Arsenal to replace Lokonga and all these things. Listen, we'll see, man. There's loads of midfielders. Do you know what? Yeah, there's a shortage of strikers, but there's a whole heap of midfielders. So not everybody can sign everybody. So I'm just looking around. You know, you got Casado at Brighton. People are interested in him. You've got Kudus at Ajax. Again, very talented Ghanaian attacking midfielder there. You've got Amrabat now that people are looking at. There's also a tussle for Bellingham, which I'm not really even trying to get involved in. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really crave to have Bellingham for 100 and something million. Declan Rice is also there as well. These are long outstanding targets. And there's probably a few others that I'm forgetting. I'm going to see if you guys name any of them in the chat. Musa for the US, who plays for Valencia, I believe. So there's a lot, man. There's a lot of players out there. So look, you can't have them all. So listen, I have my favorites and I have my pecking order slowly developing. You can't have them all. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing who gets who. Enzo, we can't forget Enzo as well, of course, at Benfica. Enzo. Yes, I heard that Saeed. Well, I need to help him because the way you man were talking, some of you, not all of you, some of you were talking like as if I was I was not as good. Okay. Because I saw the watch along. I saw the career mode from Saeed. I'm gonna have a word. He dropped it to world class. Hey, naughty. You see, listen, pressure makes diamonds, people. Pressure makes diamonds. I was 9th, 8th, struggling in the FIFA career mode, and I never dropped that difficulty once. I could have dropped it from legendary, but I didn't drop it once. I risked my job for you guys. I risked my job, and we ended up winning the Champions League. And now we're playing on Ultimate, and I'm not dropping it. Pressure makes diamonds. Tell Saeed to up that level immediately. Man dropped it to world class. Are you taking the piss? Nah, man. Tell him to up that back. Put that back up. Put it back up. Edson Alvarez. Yes, Ajax, another player that we were going for. Exactly. So look how many midfielders there are. It's just, there's so many midfielders, man. There's just loads. Even McAllister. I think McAllister at even McAllister. I think McAllister at Brighton will get snapped up. Not really by us, I don't think, but I think at some point someone's gonna go in for him. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on Cover after the World Cup? Some of them wanted him to leave. Listen, for me, Cover has, I keep saying it, Cover's a top player. And the only issue Cover has is injuries. But I find it insane when people keep continuously disrespecting Cover and leaving him out of starting lineups. And, it's just insane. Like, for me, if he fixes his injury record and he calms it down and he starts to, be more consistently fit, and that will hopefully come with having more competition for his place and not being like having to be a mainstay. Cover's our best midfielder. I've been saying it for years. Cover is our best midfielder. People don't like to hear it because, it's Cover, innit? Like, there's Kante and there's Jorginho. Those are like two massive stand bases, and they fight so often on Twitter. But bro, it Cover's the best midfielder we have at the moment, and he's shown it. He's shown it many times. It's just that he's been struggling with injuries, and it's mad. People usually put into context a player coming back from injury and say, okay, we're not expecting the best performances. Cover coming back from injury, everybody just forgets he's coming back from injury and starts to say, oh, why is he playing like this? Do you know what I mean? So listen, Cover's the last midfielder in that trio that I'm getting rid of. For me, it's Kante and Jorginho, no new contracts. And when I say that, and I say it at the same time, look how many midfielders are out there now that people would take over Jorginho and Kante. You're seeing Amrabat, you're seeing Enzo Fernandez, you're seeing all these players, Bellingham, Rice, you're seeing all these players, and you would take them all over those two players. You just can't be afraid to say that it's time to wrap it up and we need to move on. So, for me, the midfield needs rejuvenating. It needs freshening up. And that's how you do it for me. That's how you get it done. I mean, Cover, Brozovic and Modric is as a midfield, Lord have mercy. For Croatia, it's a thing of beauty. It really is. It really is a thing of beauty. Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, yeah. Enzo Fernandez seems like a Man City signing. Yeah. I mean, I've heard even Real Madrid are looking at him as well. So, Koulibaly, I think Koulibaly did solid this World Cup. I think he did solid from what I saw. I didn't watch every single game. It's very hard to watch all the games. Some of you guys were able to watch every single group stage game. Some of you, I don't know how, but some of you did it. I could not. I could not. No chance. No chance. Do you know what? Yeah, it's fashionable to not actually look at Declan Rice's game properly, right? And actually see what he does, especially in a game like France. I thought against France, he actually did all right. I think he did pretty well. But people that don't want him won't give him credit. He's not even top of my list. I want Tchouaméni. I wanted Tchouaméni. He's obviously not optional. But he played well. He played the ball in between the lines a lot. A lot of people criticize Declan Rice for. Against France, I actually saw him playing the ball in between the lines a lot. He was pushing that ball in between the lines to Foden, to many players, to Kane. Many times I saw him putting that ball into dangerous areas in between the lines. So I was actually quite happy with that, to be honest. I was actually quite happy with that. So that's just what I saw. Obviously, yeah, off the ball, I think Griezmann was good as well. Griezmann was really good, 100%. Griezmann was unbelievable, but Griezmann's been great all tournament. Really, really underrated. Really, really underrated. Really underrated, man. Griezmann was just like Mbappe was actually quiet. The anti-Mbappe plan actually worked. But unfortunately, you know, they forgot about Griezmann. Griezmann was really good. No, you don't need to watch it on. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. The PR people don't like. I think when there's too much PR around a player, and it's always trying to be pushed in a positive direction, and there's not any balanced analysis on the player. So basically, when people praise the player when they're playing well, and they try and push them to Chelsea and say, "Oh, see, look, this player is unbelievable. He can't do nothing wrong," and then when they play a stinker, everybody's silent. That's where the problem comes. You can watch you can watch the match on Chelsea's YouTube channel. It's very easy. You don't need to go and find no stream on YouTube, find no stream on nothing. You don't need to X out of explicit videos and try and find streams. You don't even need to download the app, fam. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Easy. Sad to say, but it's time to let Kante go. Bro, it is. It really is. And I don't know why, like, obviously he's a top player and he's a legend. But I don't know why people are like mad scared, like as if we haven't lost Hazard before. We haven't lost Terry and Lampard, and like we've lost top players before. We'll be all right. We just need to make sure we replace him properly. That's the only problem. If we bring in proper replacement, then we'll move. Do you know what? Yeah, Upamecano and Theo Hernandez, Lord Jesus, they really tried last night to sell England the win. They really did. They were selling it. They were standing up, pitching it. You know what I mean? They were pitching it, and it was a great pitch. These guys were defensively, they were a mess. Oh my goodness. Saka had a great game. Saka had a great game. Bro, it was insane. It was insane. Absolutely insane. I wasn't impressed with Upamecano. I've always had little reservations on him in terms of his concentration, his decision making, his rashness, how aggressive he is without any real composure at times. I just think he's a little bit of a hothead. Not even a hothead. I just think he's a bit of a ticking time bomb. So yeah, I've always said that about him. And also, yeah, the demands are insane as well from Kante, unfortunately. And I tried to warn people when they were like, oh, they were being mad. What's the word? They were being mad. I can't remember the word that I've used here with Kante before, with people, the way they treat him. I don't know where it is, but it will come to me. But when it comes to Kante, people like they kind of pretend like he's a child. And they think that because he's so like, they're so like, they forget he's a grown-ass man, and they treat him like he's a child, and they think that he's going to demand like 50k to play for Chelsea, and they think it's all going to be sweet, and then there's not going to be any negotiations, and there's not going to be any, demands. And they're like, oh, easy to sign up Kante. He's just a cute, lovable. No, stop that. His demands are insane, bro. Have you seen the demands? Reportedly. If those are the real demands, I'm shocked. I am shocked. And I am shocked, just as I was shocked with Mason Mount with the whole 300k patronized. That's it, patronized. Just as I was surprised with the whole Mason Mount 300k, I'm shocked with the reported Kante demands. Part of me doesn't want to believe it. That's why I haven't really done a video on Mason Mount's 300k or Kante's. Can't remember what Kante's demands are, because I actually truly don't believe that these guys are actually asking for this. Condescending, yeah. I don't believe that these guys are asking for this. I really don't. It has to be fake. I don't believe that they're asking for this. It's just insane demands. I don't think they're asking for that. Everyone got bills. Yeah, but also self-reflection is important, right? That's my thing, is self-reflection. Like, are you consistently available? Are you in the team? Are you reliable? Are you no? Okay, well then, come on, let's be reasonable here. Let's see. Villa win. I don't mind, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm just excited to see Chelsea back in the kit. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't even know what brown envelopes even means to this day, but I just don't believe. I don't believe it. Like I just genuinely don't believe it. You know, I don't believe it because it's just for me it's just nuts. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. What would make sense is 200k plus incentives, 220k plus incentives. If that was the report, I would hear it. But I don't believe 300k was real. Reece James got 250k. Reece James had see again, it's a bit different, right? You have to take a lot of things into perspective. So Reece James had clear interest, very strong interest from Real Madrid. So that plays a part in the negotiation. Also, Reece James is one of, in my opinion, the best player in his position, and I think he knows it. And I think he knows it when he's doing kick ups at the San Siro and he's got his chest control. I think he knows he's the shit. He's one of those guys. I think he knows he doesn't let the confidence take over, but he knows he's good. And I think everybody can see he's good because it shows on the pitch. He's our best player in my opinion. When he's not in the team, we are literally half the team. So because of that, I think the negotiation was like, yeah, man, just easy peasy. Whereas I think with Mason, he's obviously got the player of the years in the bank and he's been brilliant. But I think in the last year, he hasn't really developed. He hasn't really kicked on. Partly because of, maybe the coach playing him high up the pitch. Again, I don't like it. I don't like it when Southgate does it either. They ask him to just press and press, and they don't actually get him involved in midfield and actually let him show his skill set. And maybe now, because of that, he's actually like kind of almost forgotten some of the things he used to be good at because he's not used to doing it. So, but I don't think he's on the level of 300k or anything like that. I think he deserves 200k. If you look at the players that we've paid on transfer fees, we've paid Havertz mad money. We've paid Timo Werner 270k, Lukaku 300 and whatever k, and probably loads of others. When you look at that, then you have to say that he deserves, do you know what I mean? Because he's outperformed all of them twice, 3 times over. So I think he deserves his 200k with incentives for sure. Something around that would be fair. Because you have to look at what he's actually achieved and what he's actually done in comparison to these players that we purchased. And I know we're trying to bring the wage bill down, which is 100% we need to do it. But you also have to reward players that have actually turned up over the last 3 years. So, but it's a balancing act, isn't it? Let's see else. Looks like there could be a late change to the Chelsea 11 as Trevor Chalobah has not come out to warm up with the rest of the team. Okay. That's a shame, isn't it? Damn. Well, hopefully, that's not the case because I do want to see him in that team, especially with a young defender next to him. I feel like he needs Trevor's experience next to him. That'll be good to have because it's a strong Villa team. It's a very, very strong Villa team. So hopefully, okay, let's see. Okay, so Bear Tottenham fans are not happy. They're not happy, man. Here's what it is. Do one. All right, cool. I don't know. I don't think there's a specific time span, to be honest, because obviously we just go in week by week. We see what the developments are, how they recover into certain treatments and things like that, and then we go from there. So I actually don't know the situation. Alfie is coming in for Trev. Okay. Is that confirmed? Is it? Okay. Let me ask around. What is it? Alfie, is he Scottish, is he? I think he is. Sources Carefree Youth. Okay, yeah, so that's confirmed. Another injury. Oh, damn. Yeah, Big Six is tonight. So it's light work. That's what I'm saying. That's bruh, listen. That's what I'm saying. What a talent. Yeah. Someone was saying for an update on Nkuku. The last thing I remember on Nkuku is that we've signed him and it will be announced. It will be announced. Will it be announced in January? I think it will. It will be announced, I think, in January, 1st of January, maybe, that we've signed Nkuku, that it's done, papers are done. And then he will join up with the team in the summer, in June. So that's the last I heard on Nkuku. I think that's basically it. Yeah, great. Honestly, really, really good. I mean, listen, I think YouTube, just pushed me up in the algorithm because they messed up the day before, taking one of my streams down for community guideline strike or something. So they pushed me up, and yeah, man, it was great. It was insane, unbelievable. Shame they can't do that every time, but you know what I mean. It was good. But to be fair, like there's some channels that are getting some mad views on Watchalongs in the World Cup. There's been Rabona TV. He's been on here. I looked at his Watchalong. He had like 600 and something thousand. In the end, Tactical Manager, we've had him on as well. He's been having some massive streams, 500k, 600k. So I feel like, it's happening quite a lot, to be fair, around about this channel size. You're getting quite a lot of people with mad numbers. Obviously, Rabona TV's got a ridiculous amount of subscribers. So yeah, hands down is the young player of the, 100%. 100%. Let's see. 210. Yeah, 210 is the kickoff. So in about 10 minutes time, we'll be kicking off for this game. And I got the timer and I have the timer all going and everything. So I'm just checking on these. Okay, Chelsea haven't said anything. Yeah, okay. I think Carefree Youth has confirmed that before Chelsea have, to be honest. Yeah. We shall see. It's good to see Reece James, it's good to see Reece James walking and, back on his feet and doing his training. Got to be very careful with Reece James, man. Have to be very, very careful. His only worry is injuries, literally. If he can stay fit, then we have no doubts whatsoever about the way he's going to be performing for the next decade. But we have to be very careful, man, because I worry about him, about injuries, and is it going to ruin him? At some point, are these injuries going to take a toll on what he delivers on the pitch? Are we going to start seeing a drop off with these injuries? We have to be very careful. We have to get a right. I think in January it should be our priority to get a right wing back, or a right back, or whatever you want to call it. Because we need a DM 100%, but we also need a right back badly, because we cannot be running Reece James through the ground anymore. We need to be able to look after him. So for me, he needs a deputy, and a good one, a very good deputy at that. So yeah, for me, this is absolutely pivotal. Absolutely pivotal. Would I keep Ziyech till the summer or sell him in January? Ziyech is all dependent on the money offered and the replacement. We have to know if a winger's coming in, if we can actually bring in a winger that we want in January. Because if we can't, then we can't let anybody go. We still have a season to finish. So that's what it depends on. But for me, Ziyech's situation at Chelsea hasn't changed. I mean, I don't think he's going to stay. I don't think he should be staying. I think he should be moving on. I think La Liga, Serie A, I think you're going to get maybe consistency, maybe more so. And also our system is obviously not tailored to him, and he's not flexible enough to play in different systems. He kind of wants to play on the right flank all the time, and I think that's where his best position is. But we know Potter's going to interchange between a 4-2-2-2 to a 4-3-3, maybe a 3-5-2, a 3-4-3. So he's not looking for players that are regimented to stay in one position. He's looking for flexible attackers like an Nkunku. So, you know, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Sterling. Yeah, Sterling. I mean, yeah, Sterling's with the England squad, isn't it? So Sterling's with the England squad, I assume. So he's not going to fly back that same day and come back for this, is he? But yeah, this is just a practice game. So this is literally just a friendly for the Challenge Cup. So no stress, man. We're just looking for good football, hopefully, and that's it. My opinion on Nkunku is that he's a lot closer to what we need in terms of fundamentals in an attacker. I think we've signed a lot of counter-attacking attackers with poor first touches, who can't dribble, who can't operate in tight spaces, who are very very limited in what they can do and what they need. They need service. Nkunku is a lot closer to what a possession-based side needs. He's a lot more well-rounded as an attacker. He's good in tight spaces. He's a lot stronger than a Timo Werner or someone like that in terms of his upper body strength. He can create his own chances. He can dribble. He can shoot. So for me, he's a lot closer to. He can play with his back to goal, receive the ball in tight areas. So for me, he's a lot closer to what we actually need. So yeah, I think it's a really, really good signing. But you know, you have to hope that injury, you know, he recovers and he's good and he doesn't, you know, you know, there's no issues. You don't need to go to VIP League or any of them to watch the game. Literally, the game is on Chelsea Football Club YouTube channel. So just type in Chelsea Football Club in YouTube and you're gonna get the game. So it's as simple as that. I'm not sure, Felix or Leao. If I'm looking at who's Premier League made in terms of physical ability, you know, their physicality, I'm looking at Leao. For me, I'm personally just slightly looking at Leao because of the contact. I think he can take the contact. Really, I think he's going to have no problem taking the contact. And he's obviously a lot more confident in terms of his form. He's scoring, you know, he's assisting. He's in good form. And he's got a lot of potential. But I don't think he's the finished article yet. I do think he's got a few things that I saw when he was coming off the bench, one of the games against AC Milan, where didn't release the ball quick enough, kind of hogged the ball a bit too much. So I don't think he's like, you know, unstopped. I think there's some things to improve. But Felix, I like Felix a lot, man. But I do think that Felix is a bit of a risk, especially with the money they want as well. I just don't know. He could do great or he could fold. And if he's going to fold anywhere, most likely it will be here. So yeah, it's on YouTube only in the UK. Okay, well then, guys, if it's only for UK and Ireland, then I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. This is the one time where the international fans are struggling and we actually get the game. Wow, this never happens. This is a moment. Oh my goodness. Okay, well then you can help each other out in the comments if you're outside the UK. But yeah, I think with Felix, man, I really like Felix, but I wouldn't want Felix and Kai in the same team because I think that would be a little bit weak. I do want a blend. And Felix is obviously in bad form for Atletico. He doesn't even play, so we're kind of trying to rejuvenate and pick someone up. But I do believe in his technical ability a lot, so I do like Felix, but slightly move to Leao, slightly, because I do think Felix has. I think he had a lot of potential, man. Felix. I think they've really ruined him at Atletico. I'm not gonna lie, they've really ruined him. He had a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. I think he had a lot of potential. I'd say higher ceiling than Leao, if I'm honest. When I was watching him at Benfica, I think that version of Felix was much better. than what I've seen from Liao. I think Felix had a ridiculous potential as a footballer. I think he was going to be clear, but things have happened. But then we've seen even Dembele's kind of rejuvenated his career, so I don't think it's over. It might not be over for Felix. That's why I think he's very close. Because if Felix finds the right club, he could kick on and just remember Felix is only 22 years old. So I think we might be sleeping on Felix, man. I think there might be something from this guy. It's a risk, but only just turned 22 as well. He turned 22 in September. He's very young. He's very young, Felix, still. I think anyway. Let me see. No, 23, sorry, 23. Turned 23 in November, so he's only just turned 23. So, yeah. This is basically Aston Villa's first team. Yeah. Yeah, Liao doesn't really track back. Well, I don't think I mean, Felix will track back. After what Simeone's been making him do, Felix will definitely track back. I can tell you that. Felix is another Cho. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know, man. Excited to see Hutchinson. Yes. No, game. If the game starts, you're going to see the timer and you're going to see me watching the game. Game hasn't started. Game starts in about 3 minutes, I think. It's 2:10 kickoff. 2:10 UK, so 3 minutes from now. I'm excited to see Hutchinson and Quesadilla. Oh, yeah, sorry. I see it here. Watching the players, I feel like nobody knows what the plan or tactics are. Zero passion on the pitch. Always silent. Want Potter to succeed, but signs are not good. Mal, how do you see next 2-3 years? Yeah, no, I agree with a lot of what you just said. I think I've never seen a Chelsea team so disinterested in terms of like they don't even seem to really even be fighting to win matches. They give up. I've seen a few games where I'm actually really disappointed in the performances. We saw it at the tail end of Tuchel, maybe with some beatdowns. But at the beginning of Tuchel's reign, we never saw a lack of commitment. We always, it took it took until that blip, until we started to see some real nobody give us a shit performances, but up until that point, the commitment was always A1. So I don't know what it is, but listen, at the end of the day, it's going to take a couple of transfer windows for him to bring in his own players, get out players he doesn't want, and then I'm going to judge him a lot more. A lot more seriously. Before that is a bit unfair. But I agree with you. I do want to see some progression from a football perspective. In the way we play, the style, what the plan is. Should be able to clearly at the end of the season point out what we're trying to do. Whether it's build up, through the middle, whether it's heavy vertical passing, whether it's whatever it is, going out wide, combinations on one side, overloads on the other. He's going to change formation a lot, but we should be able to see the style. So let's see. Is it methodical, slow build up? Is it quick build up? Is it quick transitions? What is it? Should be able to see it. But it hasn't. Yeah, it's been a very underwhelming start. I'm going to call it that. Underwhelming. Definitely underwhelming. But I'm very patient. What we're used to is managers coming in and setting up what you're saying, right? We're used to managers coming in and setting up a structure that suits the players that he's using. And that takes away from their own identity and their own philosophy, because now what they're doing is they are setting up a team based on the players they have, instead of setting up a team based on what they want to do and buying players that fit that. So my thing is with Potter is I would be more than happy to see him set up the team the way he wants them to play. It might not necessarily suit the players he has, but at least we'll see then, listen, individual errors, calm. Then we'll see, okay, this guy's not suited to the style. This guy's not suited to the style. This guy's not suited to the style. And then we just go and get players that are. I'd rather see that and he stick to his principles and his way of playing, then short term, which is adapt to how they want, what suits them, get results, gas up the board or gas up people thinking that the players are better than they are, and then when it's time to try and put your own style in, no one can do it. So that's what literally happens with every manager. They adapt to the players to try and get results quickly, to take the pressure off from the board. They win something, and then when they want to build something long term, you can't do it. Maybe if we start a little bit mid and a little bit underwhelming, we might actually just build up instead of starting really well and dropping off. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the game is almost kicking off. I'm going to have the timer ready to go. It is ready to go. And kickoff is just moments away. I forgot Emery was in charge. Aston Villa. Emery is in charge. And they've kicked off. There you have it. Game's kicked off. Game has kicked off. Let's get rid of that live chat. There we go. Let's see what Chelsea are cooking. No, the kit looks different. Let me see. Is it the Travago logo? Let's see. If it's Travago, that's pretty cool. I want to see what that looks like. Travago logo. That could slap. Okay, guys. I'm going to have the live chat on my phone. I'm going to watch it here. So, okay, we're in possession. What are we cooking? Big up, big up, big up in the chat. We're playing in our training kit. Are we actually playing in our training kit? I'm trying to get like a close up. I'm waiting for them to pan to the kit or pan to one of the players, and then we can get a close up. If we are playing in our training kit, that's just mad. But to be fair, it's kind of just a practice training game, I guess, isn't it? That's hilarious. Oh, here come Aston Villa. Oh, try and nip it. Looking forward to seeing Hutchinson. He's on this right-hand side of the flank. And then you've got Broya down the middle and Aubameyang on the left. Webster just seems to be pushed up a little bit, Webster, with Lewis Hall and Jorginho in a double pivot. So I'm seeing Webster kind of operating a little bit higher up the pitch, maybe in the 10. But then he can drop back into the 3. It's kind of like very similar to like a Kova type player. Very good ball carrier, good dribbler. He has the potential to maybe even be a better passer as well, because Kova's only just started to improve his passing recently, last couple of years. Here they come, Chelsea on the left-hand side. Here's Webster. Looking really, I love it, man. I just love seeing a new talented young player come in. And, we saw it with Lewis Hall. Technically really, really strong. Didn't look out of place in the Chelsea first team. Oh, here's Hutchinson. He's turned his man. Hutchinson. Here's Hutchinson still going. Plays it down the left-hand side. Really big opportunity to impress Potter. Hutchinson straight at the keeper. Really, really good start from Hutchinson. It's not a training kit, guys. We're wearing our normal kit. 3 logos there. Really, really good start from Hutchinson, man. Really, really good start. Really good start. Cutting on the right-hand side. Listen, for me, he's one of the players that really... Obviously, Lewis Hall's already training with the first team now. He's been promoted. Webster needs to sign a new contract, so that situation is different. But Hutchinson, if he can impress, there's no reason why he can't be in the first team when we come back after Christmas, because we don't have any right wingers outside of Ziyech, who looks like he could be going. We need another option anyway. Even if we keep Ziyech, we need another right winger. And Hutchinson, he could be that guy until the summer window or whatever. So let's see. He's looking really, really lively, man. It's good to see him. good to see him. I wanted to see him against Dinamo Zagreb, but unfortunately, he was not eligible to play. And then I think I wanted to see him against Manchester City. That didn't happen. So this is a good opportunity. Amari Hutchinson. Let's see. We signed him from Arsenal. He looks to be talented. But let's see as well how he tracks back, how he covers the fullback, if he's got that part of his game. Because a lot of time you see talented young players going forward, but can they do what is needed tactically to stay in the defensive shape, to track the runners? I remember when Hudson-Odoi was first bursting onto the scene for Chelsea, he was caught napping a couple of times, tracking runners in the Sarri season, let a few people go, and we ended up conceding some goals on that side. So that's why he was kind of being slowly embedded in the Europa League games, because you couldn't trust him defensively. And Pedro, obviously, and William were a lot more understanding of that side of the game. Now he's obviously played wing back, so he's obviously understands it a lot more. You saw that under Thomas Tuchel. I think in his first game at home to Wolves, Hudson-Odoi was playing wing back. Then he moved to left wing back later on in the match. So there's a lot of development on that side of things. Smash up the likes, subscribe if you haven't. Going to be covering all Chelsea games to the rest of the season, and we will be trying to cover as well other matches, even outside of the Premier League in the second half of the season. I really want to try and cover as many games as possible. El Clasicos, you know, Serie A, just loads of random games that we wouldn't usually cover. I want to try and see if I can get involved and cover them. F1 as well. Watchalongs will be back on YouTube, I think, as well. Moved from Twitch. I really want to delve into that. It's going to be a packed second half of the season, people. All right, we're just approaching the 6-minute mark. Aston Villa in possession. Just trying to create their build-up play here. Tyrone Mings. Oh, down the left-hand side, here we come. Oh, Aston Villa. Oh, Aston Villa with an opportunity. Oh, it's 1-0 to Aston Villa. The first opportunity for McGinn, and he slotted it into the back of the net, right in the bottom corner, past Bettinelli. Chelsea 1-0 down, and it's McGinn. It was a swift transition for Aston Villa. It started with the build-up play through Mings on the left, and then they kind of funneled it through the midfield with a couple 1-2s around the likes of Brookin and Humphrey, and that's 1-0. It's as easy as that. Cucurella tried to come across, and it didn't work out. McGinn with a really accomplished finish into the bottom corner. And you know, that's how it goes. Premier League football for you when you're playing a Premier League level opposition. 1-0. Let's get that score changed. One 0 to Aston Villa. Obviously, they're now under Unai Emery as well, so it's a little bit of a different Aston Villa team, obviously, than it was under Steven Gerrard. He's a top manager, Unai Emery. Gets a lot of disrespect, but he's won a lot of titles in terms of European silverware, Europa Leagues. And it just goes to show the quality of the Premier League, that he can come in an Aston Villa team that were pretty much struggling in the bottom 6, bottom 7 in the league. A top manager like that's more than capable of managing a top 6 team. You know, you wouldn't say Unai Emery looks out of his depth managing a Tottenham or managing a Newcastle or a team aspiring to get into the Champions League. But here he is at Aston Villa, where they've pumped in quite a lot of money, and they've got some talented players, and they were definitely underperforming massively. So there's a lot of potential at Aston Villa, I think. The centre-backs look to be Humphrey and Alfie, 2 young players from the academy. I think Trevor Chalobah has picked up some injury in the warm-up, so he's not in the team. And now that means that we've got 2 young players in centre-back from the academy. Kind of why I was really hoping that Trevor Chalobah was going to actually be all right to start, because he is... he is obviously would have been the leader in that defensive line. Okay, so I'm gonna put up the updated team. I didn't realize that we had that. Let's get the updated team in here so you guys can see who is playing at centre back now that things have changed. So it is a change at centre back. Trevor Chalobah is not in the defence. There you go. That's your update. So that is the centre back pairing, as you can see it there in this back four. So unfortunately, Trevor Chalobah had to come off there. He was in the team, but then he picked up the injury in the warm-up. So he is not in the starting 11. So that is the change there on the screen in the lineup for this game. Okay, so Aston Villa in possession again. Similar build-up play with Mings here and funneling the ball into the midfield. Foul by Lewis Hall, wearing number 67. Also, the partnership on that left sleeve, Welfin, apparently will be terminated, that partnership, that contract. 20 million a year, I think it was, with Welfin on that shoulder. You see the sponsorship for Chelsea. I think that there's going to be cut costs for that company. They're going to be cutting costs, so they're going to be terminating that contract. So Chelsea will be looking for a new sleeve sponsorship for sure. It'll be interesting to see who they end up getting. All the gym promos and still out muscled. Super chat there from Velen. Yeah, there's been a lot of gym promo from Chelsea players. Carney and even Jorginho has shown a couple little biceps here and there. So there's been a lot of promo for the gym, and I think we do need a little bit of gym in the team. Do you know what I mean? It's been looking very weak. I've said that word a lot about Chelsea players. I've said that word a lot. Oh, here's Amari Hutchinson. Amari Hutchinson. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, what a goal that would have been for Amari Hutchinson. He has been the one player that I've looked at that's been really, really exciting. Oh, that would have been a great goal. This boy's got talent. This boy has talent. I don't know why I have Saeed in the chat mocking when he lost to Candice. Do you know what I'm saying? Man lost to Candice from Phineas and Ferb. Man lost to Candice. So I don't know why you're in the chat, mister. There's Lewis Hall. Loose touch. You can't be giving it away there, Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall with a loose touch. Here come Aston Villa. Shot going to come in. Blocked. Amari's looking like a good player, man. He's looking like an exciting player. Kind of giving me like vibes of when Hudson-Odoi had that friendly against Arsenal and he ripped up Bellerin at right back for on the left wing. He had a great cameo and everybody was really excited about Hudson-Odoi on the wing, having his first Chelsea game in that preseason under Sarri, playing against Arsenal. And now Amari Hutchinson's given me even slightly better vibes because he can shoot. That was always the criticism of Hudson-Odoi, is the shooting, but Amari Hutchinson there, what a beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is what you want, man. Burst of pace, explosive, cuts inside, takes on two players, whips it with his left foot off the post. This is the type of quality you don't see in the Chelsea team, man. In the first team. You don't see it often enough. I hope he can translate this in the Premier League in towards the end of the season, hopefully, if he gets his opportunities. You know, we've got maybe some of that bend from Ziyech when he's at his best, but you don't have that pace. And that's the difference right there. You see that pace running in behind? We need to be able to put some of these attributes together. You know, if Ziyech had the pace, he'd be unbelievable. And if certain players could shoot, they'd be unbelievable. But a lot of Chelsea attackers, they don't have the full package. They don't have the pace with the shooting, with the trickery, with the passing, with the, we always have to pick traits and say, oh, we want to keep this, but we haven't got this. Let's try and get ourselves some players that have everything, man. Some complete footballers. Here we go again. Jorginho, I think it is, on the right-hand side. And now we have Webster, who's going to pick out a pass. And it's a really good pass. Goalkeeper's had to come out for Aston Villa and clear it. Got his head up early there, Webster. He tried to pick out a pass for Cucurella down the left-hand side. It was afro to afro. Didn't quite work out. I'm just giving you guys commentary because I know a lot of you guys overseas aren't able to watch the game. If you're outside of the UK, you're struggling to get a link or something. So I'm going to do this more commentary style so you actually know what's going on. Aston Villa in possession here. Here's Tyrone Mings. A lot of the good build-up players come down the left-hand side for Aston Villa, creating these little triangles and really pushing the ball into midfield with a lot of speed on the ball and then trying to do combination play from there. Chelsea need to kind of prevent that from happening. Here's Aubameyang. We haven't really seen too much of Aubameyang on that left-hand side. Most of the plays come down the right. But here is Charlie Webster and Cucurella linking up. Reminds me of when we used to have David Luiz, these afros and Williams. It's good to have some afros back in the team. Here we go. Lewis Hall in possession. This is Lewis Hall's natural position, remember, in midfield, people. So, you know, let's see what his performance looks like. He's played really well in left wing back and left side centre back in a free. Here's Amari Hutchinson. Every time he receives the ball, he's got it at a pace. Very, very much a live wire, very energetic. Chelsea just keeping possession here. Cucurella on the left-hand side. See if they can... Here's Jorginho. See if he can try and spot a run. Now Charlie Webster. Definitely giving me Kovacic vibes. He's definitely got that type of... He's got that type of control about him. Lewis Hall, really good turn. Oh, well done, Lewis Hall. He's managed to skip away from a midfielder and outside the left boot pass. Wonderful play from Lewis Hall in midfield. Here's Aubameyang into Lewis Hall. Intercepted, unfortunately. That was a really good play from Lewis Hall. Great awareness. Scanned what was around him. Here's Charlie Webster. They've intercepted and won it. Oh, didn't move the ball quickly, man. You've got to move it quickly. Got to move the ball quickly. Mari is cold. Hell end. Man scores and does backflips. Smoky settings. Oh, lost the ball. Pick it back up. Jorginho back into Webster. I really hope Webster signs a new contract, man. I think he's got a lot of potential. I know we're talking about a lot of new young midfielders coming in, but we shouldn't be letting Charlie Webster go. Because I'm telling you, Charlie Webster will go to a very good team. He'll go to like a Dortmund or he'll go to like an RB Leipzig and he'll do very, very well. And people will be like, why didn't we keep Charlie Webster? I don't gas up all the young players. You know what my feelings are with Gallagher and how I think he's got a lot of improving to do. But some players are actually worth the gas, I think. And I think Webster's one of them. Or at least give him a chance anyway. Free kick for Aston Villa. It's a really, really good shot, man. Well, that's a really, I mean, I see what you're saying, Riddler, but obviously for Hutchinson, he says he wants first team football at Arsenal. You've just promoted Saka to right wing and he's young, right? We had the same issue with Tariq Lamptey with Reece James. We had to let Tariq Lamptey go to Brighton because he wanted first team football and we had Reece James for the next decade. You've got Saka probably for the next decade in that position. And you've got Martinelli on the other side, who's also young. Next decade, probably you hope at that position. So there's no real clear pathway for him to get starting minutes. At Chelsea, there actually is no young right winger who's left-footed who you could say is blocking his path. Hudson-Odoi is better on the left for a lot of people, but again, he hasn't kicked on. So he's not even young anymore. He's definitely not blocking anyone's path. Pulisic not blocking anyone's path. He's better off the left. Ziyech is a lot older at like 29. So there is actually space for Amari Hutchinson to be a starter if he gets his chance and proves it. And I think Potter's already shown that he's willing to use Carney. He's used Carney quite a few times when he was fit. And hopefully Hutchinson, second half of the season, will get his game time. So I think when people say, why is he, hogging the bench? Yeah, obviously it's early days. It's only been a few months. New managers have changed around. A lot of things have happened. But I think he will have an opportunity, hopefully, to play. If he doesn't get one, then that's ridiculous, in my opinion. That would be embarrassing. Oh, what's happened there? Brosier's gone down. It's been a collision. Please, not another injury, man. Jesus Christ. So many injuries. Yeah, honestly, if they sell Bellingham, I wouldn't be surprised if they replace him with, a couple young players and one of them being like Webster or someone. I wouldn't be surprised. And then people will be like, oh, how could you replace Bellingham with Webster? And then watch Webster go over there and go and rip it up after a season and a half and be like, oh, damn. Brosier is screaming down the stadium. It looks like he is going to be out for a while. That is an injury for him. This is just honestly just unbelievable how many injuries we get. Let's take a look at this replay. So he kind of goes to win the ball. Yeah. It's a tough, that's nasty, that one. Oh, that looked awful. So Brosier is going to come off injured. Massive shame. Just before the season's about to be starting again. Well, Chelsea are back. Oh, no. Are they bringing out a stretcher? Oh, no. He's not even going to be able to walk off the pitch, guys. He's on a stretcher. Oh, Lord. And the Aston Villa players immediately were calling for medical attention. So you just know it's that bad because there was no rush in terms of, there was no hesitation to ask for the medics to come on. And if you're not walking off the pitch, for me, that's a very, very bad sign because I don't see people going off on stretchers very often anymore. Well, that's a terrible, terrible situation. I don't actually need to look at his knee personally. I'm not going to lie. I think he might have tore something, people are saying. Yeah, that's a bad one. Like, that's a very bad one. I don't think you'll see him for most of the season. I don't know if it's the whole season, but I don't think you're going to see him until maybe, yeah, I don't think you're going to see him. So that's 2 injuries already in 22 minutes. The first injury came from team warm up. And now we have Brosier. It's not good. We don't even have many forwards as it is. It's Aubameyang and Brosier, and that's it because I'm not counting Kai as a forward anymore. So it's not good, guys. It's really, really not good. We don't have a lot of options at all, man. Very, very disappointing. And it's sad for him because this is kind of his season to kind of bed into the first team, showcase his talent, see if he can bang in some goals. He's just signed a big new contract. He's given us little shades of Diego Costa with his goal against Wolves, and he's obviously got a lot of improving to do with the game against Brentford. You saw that with the decision making, but Big shame, big shame. And this is what footballers' careers are. You know, it's very like it's very much based on moments, because that could be a massive thing for him now going forward. We don't know how he's going to recover from that. You know, we don't know who we're going to sign before he gets back. That's a massive moment in his Chelsea career, unfortunately. And it's not a good one. He needed game time to improve, 100%. Yeah. We do not. Now we have to. Do you know what? If he's out for the season, we have to go and buy a striker now, because Nkuku's not coming until the summer. We cannot go into the rest of the season with Aubameyang and maybe Kai Havertz. I don't count him as a striker. So, wow. Because I'm making the assumption that Aubameyang's not staying next season. I'm making the assumption that he's only here for one season. So you bring in Nkuku, you can afford to bring in another one without blocking off Borja too much and still having a place for him next season. But you need to get another striker. That's insane. That is insane. Anyway, we're back. Game's back playing. Ball played. Aubameyang. Yeah, this might push us for João Felix even more. Yeah, you're right. I mean, João Felix is not really a striker, but we're definitely gonna have to bring in an attacker, 100%. You know, that doesn't look good. Anyway, here we're back with Charlie Webster. Not a great pass into Jorginho. Here come Aston Villa now. Clear. And now Cucurella. Let's get that central into Charlie Webster. Another one. Let's play it in. Lewis Hall. Good touch. Well done, Lewis Hall. Really good awareness. Now Brookin's going to go for it. And he takes the shot and it's deflected and out for a corner. Really good play again from Lewis Hall. Just awareness is great. Really, you can see that Lewis Hall is definitely scanning before he receives the ball, because he knows what's around him. He's able to play 1-2 touch football. He's able to be pressed and get out of things. So it's good signs to see from him in his natural position. Corner's going to be taken now. Ball into the box. Here's Aubameyang. Ball in again. Overhit. Poor cross. Was that from Cucurella? No, it's from Charlie Webster. Yeah, poor cross. "26 minutes gone." Someone said we can recall Batshuayi. Lord Jesus. There were people actually saying over the summer we should go into the season with Batshuayi as our striker. Honestly, I wanted to shed a tear. Absolutely shed a tear for the footballing world when I heard that over the summer. Legitly, I heard people saying that we should go into the season with Batshuayi. Lord Jesus. May as well not even bother start the season, man. May as well not even do the season. Here's Brookin at right back. Hutchinson on the right. He's cutting in again. Recall Lukaku. Bruh. Lukaku's not even been really even playing. That's the funny thing. He's been injured for a lot of the time at Inter Milan. I'm actually quite worried now that they won't be signing him permanently. Here's Charlie Webster. And we saw for Belgium just how rusty he actually was. So I don't know if Lukaku's even an option like that. And do you know what? He shouldn't be. I don't want to see Lukaku either. Let me not even entertain this. All right. Ball came into the box from Hutchinson. Unlucky Aubameyang. Just put my phone on charge. 28 minutes gone. Just charging up my phone a little bit. Free kick. It's a shame it's a shame, isn't it, that Chelsea games are not all on YouTube like this. It'd be such an easy way to watch and commentate if all Chelsea games are on YouTube like this. It's easy to access. Oh. Well done, Brookin. Well done, Brookin. Good tackle from the right back. 28 minutes, 29 minutes gone now. Emery's up and down the touchline giving instructions. Here's Cucurella. Going to play it into this left channel. Oh, cutting in. Really good dribbling, man. I'm telling you, we've got better dribblers in the academy than we do in the first team. I'm telling you that. It's insane. They got that youth. They haven't taken any hits, you know. They've got that youth and that daring side of their game that a lot of the more experienced players don't have because they've just been taking so many hits, taking so many injuries, and they just don't have the same speed and explosiveness in their game. The best dribblers are always the ones just coming out of the academy one. They're fresh. Here we go. 30 minutes. Aston Villa here in possession. They're just playing it into midfield and we're trying to win that ball back, but we've given away a free kick and now Cucurella is just jogging back into position. I hope that hair doesn't get in his way of his defending in the second half of the season. Here we go. Aston Villa again in possession. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. It's a tough one. We've played decent. We've played pretty well, but I mean, again, it's not really about the result, so I'm not really bothered about the result, to be honest. If we play well, then I'll take that and we move. I would love to see a Hutchinson goal. The way he's been playing on that right-hand side, it would be great to see. I'm hoping that Lewis Hall and Charlie Webster and Hutchinson, those three in particular, really, really impress the manager and give him a reason to think that they should be a little bit more involved going forward. Hutchinson for me is a big one. Lewis Hall's already in the first team, so we got that one tied up. And that's great as well. You know, we haven't spoken about it, but imagine if Lewis Hall could be someone that we can put in our double pivot as an option. So we sign a DM and we say we need two new midfielders in the next two transfer windows. But you got Lewis Hall, who's capable of playing in Aston Villa coming forward. Good save from Bettinelli. You got Lewis Hall, who's capable of playing in that double pivot, left-footed, very composed, press resistant, hopefully. Defensively switched on because he's played centre-back, he's played left-back. That could be a very underrated tool that we have to bring off the bench. If Lewis Hall continues to keep impressing, even at 18, there's no reason why he can't be a defensive midfield type option, or at least a double pivot type option next to a defensive midfielder. I wouldn't put him at defensive midfield by himself, but someone to play next to a defensive midfielder in a double pivot, he might have a chance. So he could be another option. Hutchinson, that could bring a lot of depth to the team. He may even be good enough to bloody well start the way we look in attack at right wing. These are like two new signings. So as much as we need new players in the window, we probably need I'd say about two or three. I'd say three players: right back, holding midfielder, and a striker or some sort of forward. Because of the injury to Broja now, we should still be promoting maybe two young players into the actual first team squad, and they should be involved. And then that's like you've brought in 5 new players. That would make a massive difference. Brought in some experience, you brought in some youth. Oh, that was close. Aston Villa. It's going to be cleared away. Bettinelli's going to come out and claim that. That was a good cross. He's hacked it away to try and find Amari Hutchinson on the break. He's just gone shoulder to shoulder and back with Aston Villa now. I don't really know if that was the wisest option from Bettinelli to just go and smash that forward like that. Sorry if I'm missing any chat because I'm just charging my phone at the moment. Winter is coming. Yeah, someone said this reminds me of when we lost Loftus-Cheek to an injury. Yeah, and we lost Loftus-Cheek to an injury on in a friendly match. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. We're just over 10 minutes away from half time. We've had 4 shots to their 3 shots. I believe this is the only game, isn't it, that we're playing? Oh, really good. That was a really good pass from Bettinelli in between the lines to find Lewis Hall, because really good, strong press from Aston Villa. Play it. Oh, Brookin, you should have played that, man. Hutchinson was in behind. Lewis Hall switches it. Wonderful switch of play from Lewis Hall. He just looks so composed and controlled out there on the ball. Shot's going to come in. It's been blocked. Here's Cucurella. Yeah, Brookin, I think, should have maybe played that down the line to Amari, but here's Brookin again. Into Jorginho. Clips it into Webster. Oh, given away. Here come Aston Villa on the counter-attack. Well done, Jorginho. Here's Lewis Hall now back in possession. Back into Jorginho again. He's going to turn and switch play and find this left-hand side. Cucurella is looking at the overlap. Maybe. He's decided against it. He's going to go in alone. Come off the bench to try and cause problems. Here he is. See what you can do. Back to Cucurella again. Go on, Cucurella. Play it. Well done. Oh, Aubameyang. Ah, Tyrone Mings stayed touch tight. Cucurella again. Chelsea have played well. They've played well, so I'm happy with that. No one cares about this result. Well, no one really should care. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't mean anything. Don't get no points. I'd like to see the young players play well. They're the ones that need to impress. Brookin on this right side is going to play it back. Should have. It's got to progress the ball a bit more for me. A bit too safe. Oh, unlucky. You've got Ashley Young out there. Still playing. James Milner's still playing. Might be able to make the old Aston Villa team if you're lucky. It's going to clear that. Oh, that's a really good pass from the goalkeeper for Aston Villa. They've won it. Not a free kick. Here we go. Webster into Aubameyang. Go right. Go right. Go right. Didn't pick his head up. Aubameyang, man, not picking his head up. Massive chance to slide Amari Hutchinson in on the right-hand side, man. That's poor awareness from Aubameyang. Poor awareness. Really good opportunity, man, to slide in Amari Hutchinson. That's annoying. Such poor awareness from Aubameyang. No need. He was right there. Amari Hutchinson was right there, man. Easy ball to play. Just keep playing it. And that's what happens when you're not aware of your surroundings. That's the difference, people. If you're not aware of your surroundings, you don't scan before you receive the ball, you don't know that someone, Amari Hutchinson, is making that run, and then you just go and take a silly shot that was never really on. Ridiculous. Here's Brookin. You expect that type of rubbish from young players, but experienced players, you expect them to know what's around them a lot more than that. It's a very 18-year-old thing to do. I don't really have any patience for it because man is old. Here's Aston Villa. They're going to play it out from the back again. It's going to be clipped. They're good. Their build-up play is pretty strong, Aston Villa, when they want to. They're going to switch play now. Build-up play is pretty strong. A lot of space on this left-hand side. If they find number 27, Amari Hutchinson needs to keep an eye on number 27 of Aston Villa, Lucas Digne, because he's in a lot of space. I think he is watching him. No, that's good. You got to keep an eye on your fullback. There we go. He was always looking across. I was watching him. He was always looking, swiveling his head, making sure that he knew where Lucas Digne was, which is good. You have to be able to do that as a winger. Can't just let them go. As good as you are going forward, if you don't keep an eye on your fullback when they're going forward and you don't track them, you're not playing. You're not going to play any games. Aston Villa, good build up again. They've got through our team now, and now Lucas Digne, and he is now way ahead of play on this left-hand side. Amari's not with him this time, but Brooking is there anyway. Corner for Aston Villa. Emery's got this team playing well, man. I see the difference already. Like, I know it's only been a few weeks or whatnot, maybe a month now, but he's got this team playing. You can see that Aston Villa, not too many players have gone to international duty. Mings has been here. McGinn, all of these guys have been here the whole time training, and you can see the difference. Aston Villa playing some really good football out the back. Some good line breaking passes. Just very, 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 very good. Oh, really good corner as well, short. Here they are. Ball into the box. Oh, cleared away. You can see that they've been trained. They've really been trained. They look really good. This is a team that could easily finish top half of the table. If Emery gets them playing how he wants. Easily finish top half. I think should easily be aiming for like a 10th or a 9th place finish, I think. Competing with like a West Ham, who have had a pretty slow start. "40 minutes gone. We're almost at half time. We've seen some good things for sure. Hutchinson, Lewis Hall's been really good. Webster's shown little glimpses, but mainly Lewis Hall and Hutchinson I'm mostly impressed with. Webster's been clean on the ball, but Lewis Hall's just had a little bit extra to him. Lewis Hall's been not as safe on the ball. He's been pretty risky and been good. Here's Cucurella. Man said, do you fancy Pepe? Absolutely not. Maybe Pepe from Portugal. That Pepe, not your Pepe. Oh, here come Aston Villa again. Coming forward. Good opportunity. Here's Lucas Digne. He's going to put the ball in. And they're going up for the header, and it's way out. I'm quite surprised that there's not more people in the stadium, considering this is Chelsea versus Aston Villa. And there's a lot of first-team players on the pitch. I'm a little bit surprised. But obviously, World Cup's not far away, is it, in Qatar? So that's where probably everybody is. Here's Brooking again. He's going to play it into Amari Hutchinson. He's going to get it, and he's going to turn. He's always trying to be positive, Amari Hutchinson, when he gets the ball. Back to Brooking now. I think Potter should be hopefully very impressed with him and Lewis Hall. I think Lewis Hall's really been good in that double pivot next to Jorginho. I think Lewis Hall's been really good. I'd like to see him in that position a lot more. Cucurella, great ball in behind for Aubameyang. Is he offside? He's offside. Offside. Arsenal fans trying to promote their players in the chat. Mings, Lucas Digne. All of the build-up play from Aston Villa has been down this left-hand side through Mings and Digne and Douglas Luiz. All of the build-up plays come down this side, or in this left channel, or in the left side of midfield. Nothing really down the right. They want to build it up on this side. That's the plan. purposefully going this way. And I think Lewis Hall and Jorginho have swapped midfield positions. At the start of the game, Jorginho was playing on left side centre midfield and Lewis Hall was playing right side. I think they've swapped, maybe because they know that there's a lot of traffic coming down this side. Charlie Webster's kind of playing Mason Mount position, where he's kind of being asked to press high up and get involved in the attack if he's in. But yeah, Jorginho and Lewis Hall have definitely swapped because of the amount of build-up play coming down this side. So they've just gone with experience, which makes sense. Jorginho is really high up the pitch now. And Aston Villa are playing it, but they've kicked it out for a throw. Good press from Chelsea. We're approaching half-time now. I don't think there's going to be that much added on time. There's not really no reason to have more than 1 or 2 minutes max, if that. Oh, to be fair, the injury for Broja, actually, yeah. The injury for Broja is going to be mean. I mean, there's probably actually quite a lot of added on time. You might get 5 minutes, actually 6 minutes. Lewis Hall, well done. Oh, he slipped. Unlucky. Really well done, Lewis Hall. If he didn't slip there, he would have done a great recovery. Really impressed by Lewis Hall, man. He's very good. He's very, very good. Him and Amari are my two now that I'm going to be hoping the best for in terms of making it. Ball in. Oh, Lucas Digne. Unlucky. Five minutes of added on time. 5 minutes because of that Amanda Broja injury where he had to come off on a stretcher. I'm sure in the next coming days we're going to get news on just how long he's out for. But I don't expect it to be good news. I think you're looking at a minimum of 3 months. And that's probably being nice about it, judging off the way it went. Douglas Luiz with a shot saved by Bettinelli. Coming up to half time now. Big up to all 500 plus of you in the chat. I'm gonna get your thoughts on everything at half time when I can come off this big screen here. Oh, here's Hutchinson. Well done. Look how quick he is. Go on, Hutchinson. Going both ways here. Brookin. Good. Oh, lucky. Brookin's he's been decent, but I think you can see with Brookin that, you know, you'd be going back to the academy and you got a lot more to do. If you're Potter, you're looking at this and you're judging him, you're thinking, yeah, a lot more to do. You're not going to be our deputy to Reece James for sure right now. But Amari Hutchinson on that side is a whole nother kettle of fish for sure. He's very exciting to watch. Here's Aubameyang into Lewis Hall now. Amari Hutchinson again into Lewis Hall, back to Brookin. Humphrey. It's tough for those centre-backs, both of them young from the academy up against an experienced Aston Villa team, but this is what you want, this kind of test. Premier League level quality. Here's Cucurella. Play it. Oh, really good ball. Here's Aubameyang. Lucky. Tyrone Mings is he's a physical specimen. I mean, it ain't easy to get past him if he's actually playing without the bozo moments. He's a very, very physical defender. He's very difficult to get past. I think Aubameyang's struggling. He's not quicker than him. He's not stronger than him. He's not taller than him. You know, what on a physical standpoint, what is Aubameyang going to beat Tyrone Mings on in terms of pace, in terms of heading ability? It's tough, but Mings always gives you a bozo moment, so that's what you're looking at. But Aubameyang at this age is definitely struggling, man. Probably would be better off moving over to the other centre-back, but even Konza as well. Just need to try and beat the offside trap. Here we go. Here's Leon Bailey. Jorginho here. You've got a couple minutes till half time. Webster, play it. Switch it. I think Webster's a lot safer on the ball right now for me than Lewis Hall. He's having opportunities to switch play and he's not switching it. As I've seen Lewis Hall switch it if he has to. So here's Amari Hutchinson. Oh, unlucky. Play it. Cucurella. Into Jorginho. There you go. Hall. Opening up. Hutchinson again. You can see how much they rate him by. They keep trying to get the ball to Hutchinson because they know he can make things happen. But this is Bailey. It is Bailey, isn't it? Oh, it is. That's a good pass into McGinn. Shot coming in. Oh, off the post. Aston Villa almost went 2-0 up. Hitting the post there. Really good curling effort. It was going into the top corner. Bettinelli was getting nowhere near it. This guy, not Chelsea standard. Bettinelli was getting nowhere near that. Brother, that's a championship goalkeeper, I'm telling you. He was getting nowhere near it. That was going way, way, way past him. So, half-time. And it is 1-0 to Aston Villa. I think we've played some decent football at times. They've played some very good football as well. Hutchinson, Lewis Hall, probably the two players that impressed me the most. You know, I think everybody else kind of just decent at best. Brookin has had moments where I think he could be better, more progressive, but he's obviously young. You know, Humphreys, they're trying their best at centre-back. They're dealing with Watkins and Leon Bailey. Cucurella's been all right. Webster, I think Webster at times has been a little bit safe, but, you know, he's obviously, this is his first chance, I think, in a Chelsea shirt. Lewis Hall is different because Lewis Hall, even though they're the same kind of age, Lewis Hall's played a lot more matches for Chelsea. He's played, a couple, maybe 2 or 3 matches. So he's obviously got a lot more confidence coming into the first team and, you know, playing those riskier passes, whereas Webster's, this is his first game for Chelsea in the first team. So he's obviously playing it a little bit more safer, but you can see there's some talent. Hutchinson's been really, really, really dangerous. Aubameyang, you know, for me, disappointing that he didn't play that pass for Hutchinson, man. Very, very disappointing he didn't play that pass. Took a silly shot that was never really on. But yeah, outside of that, it's you know, it's been a decent game. I think Aston Villa have done really well. Really good build-up play down the left-hand side from Aston Villa through Lucas Digne, through Mings, through Douglas Luiz. They've had some really, really good build-up play, and it's caused us problems. That's where the goal came from. And yeah, I think, you know, it's a good game. It's a decent game. I would like to see Rankin. Yeah, I'd like to see maybe Rankin come on for Brookin, give them 45 minutes each. I think Brookin's had enough time there. A lot of the play's gone down his side because we're looking for Hutchinson. So I'd like to see Rankin come on and show what he can do on that right back position. And yeah, I'm interested. I'd love to see my brother Quesadilla come on for maybe Webster so we can see him. He's been scoring some goals. Cassetti has been scoring some goals. The Italian midfielder that we signed in the summer. So let's see him come on and play in that advanced midfield role ahead of Hall and Jorginho. And let's see what he can do. Because he gets goals and he's been getting a lot of goals for the under-21s. We signed him in the summer. So I want to see him. I want to see what he does. I think you can bring him on for Webster, I think. And he played the same position. Yeah, I call him Quesadilla, brother. I've given him a nickname. Remember when I was calling Spoon, Knife and Fork? Just remember Spoon, Knife and Fork? Remember that nickname we gave on All You Can Eat Chelsea? Youngsters, man, they get some nicknames, man. You have to get some nicknames. Rankine's already. Oh, so Rankine's already on. Sorry, is he playing on the left wing? Did he? So he came on for Broyo. So he's already playing. Yes. Okay. Sorry, he came on, but he usually plays on the right. He usually plays on the right. Okay. I actually didn't even clock who came on. I was so annoyed with the Broya injury that I didn't even think who even replaced him. I didn't even remember somebody had to come on. So he's playing on the left wing. Okay. He's had a few moments then with his dribbling. I've seen, yeah, some little moments, but let's see. I think usually he plays on the right. So I'm a bit surprised that he's come on the left, but maybe we don't have another option. I don't know. Mother Cell has been doing well for the youth team. Okay. What position is he playing actually? Is he forward? Too much back passing. He's out there on the left. Okay. Let's see how he does, Rankine. Because I was actually looking forward to seeing him. So I just didn't expect him to come on for Broyo on the left because he usually is on the right. I think does he play right wing back for the youth team, does he? I think he plays right side. So, but yeah, McGinn with the goal. Tidy finish. He's a tidy player. He's a good player. Lucas Digne is a problem. Definitely. That side, that whole left-hand side is a problem. So we have to fix that. We have to try and fix that. But yeah, I don't know what the update. I don't think we're going to get an update on Broyo. It's probably too early for that. Let me check Twitter and see if we can get an update on Amanda Broyo. It would be good. It would be good. Big up everybody inside. Smash up the likes. We're not far from 200 likes. Let's see if we can get 200 likes at half time. Only 8 away. Let's get the likes up. He's naturally a winger, but he can play up top. Okay. You heard Brozier scream. Oh, bloody hell. I haven't got the volume on, so big up. Much appreciated. I see 200 likes there. Okay. I'm going to take a look on Twitter just to see what the situation is with Broyo, if there is any update. Apparently, he could be out for the season. Someone's just tagged me in this, so I've just heard the scream. Let's see this. Someone's tagged me in this. It's circulating around Twitter. Yeah, that is a haunting scream. Wow, I've just heard the scream. That is mad. I've just heard the scream. Jesus Christ. He is in severe pain screaming like that. Bloody hell. Wow, what a scream. What a scream. So, I mean, listen, I don't know the situation, but I think he might be out for the season. It feels like that, because usually when a player gets a long-term injury, if you're not coming back, at least with a month to go, you tend to just get the whole season off to recover because there's no point bringing him back for the last 1 or 2 matches. Unless we're in a, we probably will be in an absolute scrap for top 4 right until the last day. But yeah, Amari Hutchinson, people are just showing his clip. That was the highlight of the first half. That was the best moment of the first half. Amari Hutchinson cutting in off the right-hand side, skipping past not just 1, but 2 players, and then bending the ball back with his left foot. Really brilliant curl on the strike, and obviously hitting the post. If that had gone in, it would have been probably one of our goals of the season. Funnily enough, it would have been one of our goals of the season as a football club in the first team. So yeah, that was definitely the highlight of the first half. It's a massive shame for Amanda Broyo. And we don't know any update on Trevor Chalobah as well. What's his situation in the warm-up? I'm guessing it's a minor injury. Hopefully a minor injury. I have an update on that either. Yeah, because the stadium isn't so crowded, you can hear the scream a lot more. He's giving you the X factor for sure. It's funny because I'm glad Arsenal sold him. I think if he's playing like this and Saka ever needed a rest, you know, I think, brother, you're looking like a good player, man. Could have easily given him a run for his money. Obviously, it's Raheem Sterling's birthday on the 8th, wasn't it? Oh, so it's a couple of days ago. Happy belated birthday. Obviously, he's had a bad situation, obviously, with the whole break-in into his house, which was really, really shit situation. So he joined up back with the England team. Now he'll be coming back, obviously, after yesterday. Hopefully, he's good. I don't know this brother. I'm not gonna lie. He's fine, rested to the Prem according to the guy that leaked the lineups. Okay, cool. Arsenal fans are in here trying to debate that they're the best team in London after a couple months. They weren't having this debate last season. Okay. Long time no see. Big up, big up. Appreciate it. Second half. So yeah, what I hope to see in the second half in terms of changes, I'd love to see my brother Quesadilla come on. I'd love to see him come on for probably Webster, just because, not because I don't want to see Webster anymore, but because I think that's the one position that he could play in that you're going to get the best out of him. He wants to be the most advanced midfielder, it seems. He wants to be kind of a box to box, but he seems to be quite an attacking midfielder. He scores goals. He's got a good shot on him. Seen him score some long ranges. So let's see if he can bring that to the first team. So I think he could definitely come in. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing another striker up there other than Aubameyang. You know, if we've got some strikers on the bench, let's see what they can do. You know, because we probably won't bring in a striker on the 1st of January. It'll probably, you know, it'll take a while. So we'll need we'll need another option, even if it's a young player. So for me, you may as well give them a chance in this game and see if they can do something. You know, see if they can do something. You might have an option for a couple of games in January off the bench. I don't know, but you know, I think we've seen a lot of Aubameyang already. So, and also, you don't need Aubameyang getting injured, because if Aubameyang gets injured now, you're really, really, really screwed. You know, you got a lot of problems then. Yeah, Reece Nelson is ahead of Amari on the right wing. I think for me, I think Amari is probably looking like he's got more about him. I would definitely wouldn't swap the two. Okay. What's the score predictions in the chat? Now that it's 1-0 down, I'm actually interested to see what you guys think in the score predictions. I didn't ask for it at the start of the game because I wanted a little bit of adversity first, a little bit of some problems. Now we have problems. I want to see what you guys think. We're going to come back. Okay. 1-1, 3-0, 2-1, 2-1 Villa, 2-1 Chelsea. Okay. Why they do the light show for a friendly? I don't know what's going on. I'm watching it now. I'm just seeing bare lights flashing. To be fair, it's just a switch of a button, isn't it? You may as well do it. How often do you get Aston Villa and Chelsea playing in Dubai? You may as well go for it. But they are saying that you should have a flash warning for epilepsy on before you do that. To be fair. They're saying, what's the point of the lights flashing in the comments? Grilling. The players warming up must hate it. Yeah, to be fair, now that you say it, it's just making, yeah, you're right. It's a bit pointless, isn't it? They think they're at a concert. I think they're at a concert. Okay. Man said a waste of electricity. As a kid playing with the lights. You know, I like this. Turkish send me to the chat. Okay, well, you know, I see Gabriel Jesus is injured for 3 months. So, you know, I hope you are not one of those fans that if you don't win the league, I never see your name again. I want to see you come back here in May. Make sure you come back to this channel. I might even write your name down, or we might call for you. Because you're that annoying. You're that annoying that I'm actually gonna take time to write your app down, your name. I'm gonna you want to be special? All right, you want to be in this chat? You can be in this chat. Let me get a special place just for you. No, don't go anywhere. No, don't go anywhere, because I've been watching you, yeah, and you've been talking a lot. You've been talking a lot. If you don't win the league, I'm going to explicitly spend 10 minutes dragging you on this channel. You and you alone. So I'm going to write your name, and just so you know I don't forget you, I'm going to put you on my stand over here. I'm going to get this piece of paper. I'm going to write your name down specifically because you got too much chest. So there's your name. Okay. You and your star striker injured for 3 months. You think you're winning the league. All this chest. I'm going to fold this up. Yeah. I'm going to put this right over here. Right here. And I ain't going to touch this again until May. Right next to the football. Right next to the football. Right there. Right there. I ain't moving that. Yeah. And then we're going to see if you've got chests at the end of the season. We'll see. You're talking a lot. If Arsenal do win it, then he'll get his 10 minutes. In fact, I may even invite him to come and chat his piece. But if he doesn't win it, he better win it now. He better win it now. Because it's not going to be good otherwise, I'll tell you that. No, it's not. No, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good day for you if you don't win it now. I'm going to take time out of my day to grill you if you don't win it. There we go. That solves that situation now. So now everybody knows where we are. Now we know what we're on. All right. So that's it. You got what you wanted. You wanted the attention. You got the attention. So there you go. But best believe I'm going to drag the shit out of you if you don't win the league. So I hope you do. You've said a lot. You've said too much, especially on a friendly watch along. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You can't run because I've got your name here. There's no going anywhere for you. Okay, second half's kicked off. Let me get the timer up. This guy's delayed us. All right, second half's kicked off. Let me get the timer up for you guys. Fine, that's that taken care of now. I won't say his name again until May. I will wait. My time will come. Our time will come, Chelsea fans. We didn't win 2 Champions League to be listening to such nonsense. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, we didn't win 2 Champions League to be listening to the nonsense. 2 Champions Leagues we have. Don't let them try and fool you. We have 2 Champions Leagues. What we've won, they pray for times like that. Literally, they go to sleep praying for times like that. They pray for one of those, let alone 2. So don't let them try and push you around on socials because they've had a couple of good months. Job's not finished, guys. Second half kicks off. Aston Villa 1-0. Let's see what they're on. All right. Oh, good shot saved. I think that was a shot in there. Could have been 1-1, Ball switched. Lewis Hall. Yeah. Better shooting on his stronger foot than what we saw with his weaker foot against Manchester City for sure. Goalkeeper had to get down. Good save. Here's a corner now for Chelsea. Ball into the box. Header. Oh, that's a big chance. I think it was for Brookin on the header. Oh, man. We should be 1-1. We should be 1-1. That was a big chance for Brookin on the header. He's a tall guy. Tall people tax. I told you already. Yeah, should have scored that. Unlucky. Yeah, unlucky. We should be 1-1. Okay. Right. Let's see. Let's see. Play it. Down the right-hand side now. Brookin's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, we're good. Play it, play it, play it. Amari, play it. Oh, into Rankin. Amari. Oh, unlucky, boys. Unlucky. Here's Cucurella. Amari Hutchinson again. Oh, brother. Well done. Ball in. Oh, caught by the goalkeeper. Just about caught by the goalkeeper. Just about caught by the goalkeeper. Just about caught by the goalkeeper. Oh, okay. 49 minutes gone. Ball in behind. Headed away again. Webster. Oh, careful. Okay. Play it. Well done. Play it again. Good stuff. Lewis Hall. Back into Jorginho. Into Aubameyang. Back. Oh, Aubameyang's made a good run. I think he's onside. Mings has tracked the run and won the header. That was a good spot, though, from Humphrey, I think it was. Come on. Oh, good press from the front. Cleared away by Aston Villa again. Oh. Here they come, Aston Villa. Aston Villa again. Inside our box now. Cut back. McGinn. He's not right-footed. Someone was saying in the chat that, let's be real, we're playing Villa's first team basically, and our attack looks better than our first team attack. I think Hutchinson has definitely looked better than a lot of what I've seen in the first team this season. Way more energetic, way more dynamic, way more explosive, way more lively, much better, even from a dribbling aspect. His shooting has been good. His 1v1 ability has been good. So he's been head and shoulders better than a lot of what I've seen. The only caveat I'll put on everything is that obviously this is a no pressure match. It's a friendly, so maybe no pressure obviously plays a part in players obviously being a little bit more loose and shackles are off. So until I see these guys obviously in the Premier League where you're under some serious pressure, you're playing in front of 42,500 people at Stamford Bridge, or on an away day at Villa Park or whatever. That's a different ball game. You know, that is a different ball game. You have to put into context the difference playing against, you know, playing in this stadium here or playing, you know, this is a few thousand. This is like an academy game almost. And then playing under pressure in the Premier League when there's points to be won and lost. So it's a little there's differences in that. But yeah, I am very impressed with Hutchinson, and even Rankine, you know, looks decent. Yeah, Matthew, I have to disagree. I don't think Aubameyang's world class at all. Um, Scores more goals than Jesus, yeah, you could say, but his overall all-round game is, I mean, literally in every other department, I'd say Jesus probably kicks his ass. You know, I think the only thing Aubameyang probably has on Jesus is finishing, because everything else, I'm pretty sure Jesus is winning. So definitely not world class. If we had a world class striker, we wouldn't have any problems up front. I would be saying, okay, we don't need a striker, but we definitely do not have a world class striker. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. Cutting inside here come Aston Villa. Here's Cucurella. World class is thrown around way too much. World class means you need to be, for me, top 5 in your position. If you're not that, then you can just be a top player. I'm struggling to even give him that, to be honest. Here we go down the right-hand side. Murray Hutchinson. Jorginho. Let's see what we got. Yeah, my clock might be slightly... no, it's not off. It's not off. My clock is literally exactly how it is to the second, actually, with what I've got here. Clock's on. I mean, yes, I think Nkunku should be better than Jesus because he's a much better finisher. And he's got all the other things as well, like link-up play, which Jesus has, and dribbling, and, you know, these other things. So I think he should be better than Jesus, yes. But he has to prove it in the Premier League first. You know, Jesus is at least playing in a team that's top of the league and performing very well. Very, very well. Just hasn't got the goals. But, you know, we've seen Firmino play for Liverpool in a false nine, not get the goals, and they still do very well. So Nkunku has to come here and prove that he could do exactly what he's done, but do it in the Prem, and then we'll have no problem. But anyway, why are you guys asking me Arsenal comparisons so much? Ball in, here's Webster. Don't worry about my Arsenal, man. Don't worry about it. It's because of you, bro. What's his name? Bonito. You're the one that started all this nonsense. Ball, play it. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Who is that? Brookin again. Bro, I'm telling you, Brookin is not playing these passes he should be playing. He's literally scared to play some passes, man. That was a clear opening down the left-hand side with Rankine, and you literally just avoided him for no reason. Because you obviously didn't trust yourself to play the pass, man. Yeah, Brookin's got developing to do, man. He's not ready at all. Not willing to play the big pass. Rankine was all alone on that left-hand side, and he still didn't bother pass it over there. Wide open. Douglas Luiz and Mings in build up here. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of developing to do. I'm only impressed by a couple. All right, here we are. Aston Villa in possession again. Down this right-hand side. Play it. Oh, well done. Good one too. Oh, well done, Aston Villa. That's brilliant football. Brilliant save from Bettinelli. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. Clipped. Oh, and headed wide. That could have been 2-0 to Aston Villa. That could have easily been 2-0 to Aston Villa, man. What an opportunity. What a chance. Here we go now. Aston Villa with a corner. Douglas Luiz cleared away. It's not the greatest clearance at all. It's actually still in the box. No clearance. Here's Aubameyang. Well done. Into Rankine on this left-hand side. Really good play from him, man. Really good play from Rankine on the left. Gets it back into Aubameyang. Oh, Murray Hutchinson tried the outside the boot ball to Aubameyang. Unlucky. Yeah, man. Rankine and Hutchinson, man, they're just giving you some life, giving you something different. Really, really good play from Rankine, man. Very agile, good close control. Good. Yeah, it's good from them too. I'd like to see my brother Quesadilla come on now. I haven't really seen too much from Webster. I think it's time to bring on the Italian stallion. Play it. Oh, here we go. Aston Villa coming forward. Are they going to get a second? Cucurella. Play it. Well done. Oh, Aston Villa doing very well here. Here's McGinn on the left-hand side. He's going to get the crossing. McGinn. Well done. Aston Villa, they knock it around very well. They really do. They're going to get the ball in again. Ball in. Oh, headed away. Out for a corner. Out for a corner. We're playing youngsters because our first team players have been at the World Cup. They don't need any fitness boost. They've literally been playing too many matches, if anything. So, no. This is not a game for first team players. They don't need any fitness boost. If anything, they need a rest. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rankin is originally on the right side. That's why I was surprised that he came on, because he's originally right wing or right back or right wing back or whatever. So when I saw him on the left, I was like, that's surprising. Very surprising. Ball into the box. Cleared. Now let's see the counter. Here's Rankine. Oh, it's a good tackle. Great tackle. Bettinelli. Bloody hell, mate. You took a big gamble there. Here's Amari Hutchinson on the left-hand side. Let's see what he's going to do. Plays it to Cucurella. Back to Amari Hutchinson. He's got a swagger about his game. He's confident. Here's Cucurella. They're trying to get the ball to him a lot. Here's Lewis Hall. If he can get it to Amari Hutchinson. Cucurella. All the way back again. Not necessary. Not necessary, guys. Not necessary. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think Nketiah is good enough to be a striker for like a mid-table team, maybe bottom half, but I don't think he's good enough to lead the line if you want to do damage in the league. He scored some goals last year, though. You have to give him credit for that. Not bad as a second or third choice, but not good enough to be starting. So if you're asking, do I think that you should be trusting him to lead your line for the rest of the season? I would say no. However, with the job that Jesus was doing, Nketiah will probably press just as hard. His finishing can't really get any worse than what Jesus was putting up, unfortunately, with the finishing over the last couple of months. But the thing is with Jesus is the link up, it's the dribbling, it's the chance creation. I don't think Eddie Nketiah has that all in his game as much. So here's Amari Hutchinson. You need to bring someone in. Here's Hutchinson. Go on. Oh, is he onside? He is offside. Offside. Ah, offside. People underestimate him. Yeah, but then again, it depends on the people. Are you overestimating him? What are you saying that he should be doing? Are you saying that he should be your leading striker for the rest of the season? I mean, you can, but you're going up against Erling Haaland, so it's up to you guys. Eddie Nketiah versus Erling Haaland, and I know who I'm going to be banking on. "62 minutes in. Aston Villa are going to make a sub. Let's see what they're going to do. I think we should be taking Aubameyang off. I'm not going to lie. I agree. I'd like to see a different striker up there now. He is taking Aubameyang off. Good. So Aubameyang comes off. Seen enough of him now. 63 minutes in. We've seen more than enough. On comes Quesadilla. So has he taken off? Has he taken off Charlie Webster? I think he has. Yeah, he's taken off Charlie Webster. Yeah, that makes sense. So my brother Quesadilla is playing just behind the forward, in front of Lewis Hall and Jorginho. Perfect. They could rise to the occasion for sure. I think you'd have to be banking on them to do so. But you're in a title race. It's not a top four race. So I don't think you should be taking that risk. You need a bona fide top striker to compete for the title. Here we go down the left hand side. If you want to miss out by, imagine you miss out on it by 3 points because you didn't bag one game because you missed chances. Imagine. Is it really worth it? So Mother Sill is on. Mother Sill's on, and so is my brother Quesadilla. So this is it. That's the front two. Obviously, he's just tucked in just behind. Amari Hutchinson's kind of come over to this left-hand side now. Him and Rankine have swapped flanks. Obviously, Rankine is a lot more used to playing on the right side, so that makes sense. Amari Hutchinson, I think he's great off the right. I think he probably needs to be on the right, but the way he's playing, I wouldn't have a problem with him just moving to the left. I think he can do something over there as well. Bro, what are you doing, bro? You're sleeping, man. Goalkeeper comes out and clears. Oh, what's going on? Free kick. Oh, he's booked him as well. Free kick. Free kick for Aston Villa. Haven't watched Mudryk. Haven't watched him. I can't form an opinion with a couple little comps I've seen here and there, but 66 minutes in. Free kick for, yeah. I mean, again, he's another young one, isn't he? So he's gonna have to do a Kulusevski and just literally any player you're bringing in January has got to do like a Kulusevski and just, you know, same for us. Any player we bring in has got to do like a Kulusevski coming in January and change the world, like a Diaz at Liverpool. You know, these guys have to literally, they're coming in to meet objectives, whether it be top 4 titles, whatever. So any player that comes in January, there's the bedding in period can't be too long, more than a couple of weeks max, because you need them to do their business. Play it. Well done. Oh, almost McGinn. Almost the perfect 1-2 for Aston Villa to get them in behind the defense. McGinn is a good, he's an intelligent player, man. He knows what he wants to do. Switch that play. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wakey, young man. Switch the play, man. What are you doing? Man's kicked out for a throw. These young players at the centre-back positions are starting to show now. Starting to show. Yeah, he's not playing well, man. That's him again, isn't it? Yeah, he's not playing well, man. Brooklyn, it's too much for him, I can't lie. Too much. Go on. Oi, there's my brother Quesadilla. What are you doing? Oh, just run out of steam. Gonna win the throw? All right. I'm gonna time you out now. We're tired of you. Okay? You made your point. Stop spamming the chat with nonsense. We're all adults here. And if you're not, then become one quick. All right. What are we doing? Cucurella. Oh, unlucky. Hutchinson's been great. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in now, Hutchinson's been brilliant, man. He's been brilliant. He's really been very good, man. He's had the most, important moment of the game for us in terms of hitting the post with cutting in, got past a couple players. He's been very, very, very rapid, very quick, very dynamic, good 1v1, good decision making. No faults. Can't fault him. Been our best player, I think, along with Lewis Hall. Those are the two I've been impressed by the most. Haven't seen Lewis Hall as much in the second half, to be honest. But first half, Lewis Hall had a really, really good game. He's gone a bit quiet now. But yeah. Oh, play it. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, so you have Marquinhos as well, isn't it? That's the thing. He looked decent in the Europa League debut that he played. That's the one time I saw him. Haven't seen him too much in the Prem. I don't know what you guys think of Marquinhos. He looked all right when I saw him the one time. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with Amari Hutchinson. I wouldn't swap him for Nelson. I wouldn't swap him for Marquinhos. I wouldn't swap him. You know, obviously Saka and Martinelli are your starters. They're the ones that are certainly proved themselves. But apart from them two, I wouldn't swap him for any of the other young players. He looks good, man. He looks good. Liverpool are losing 3-1 to Lyon. Lord of mercy. Woo! Has anyone noticed that Graham Potter's playing Charlie Webster at right back? Is he? Let me look. No, he's not, man. He's not. Charlie Webster came off, didn't he? Lacazette. Oh, Lord. No, that's Brooklyn. I don't think Webster's playing over there, man. He wouldn't do that. Is he bang average? Too safe, never take. Really? Hasn't got that dog in him. Really? Yeah, Webster's not playing right back, bro. He came off. It's Brooklyn, same guy. Nothing's changed. He's still playing right back over there. Really? I'm surprised to hear that. I'm very surprised to hear that, bro. I thought he was gonna show kahunas. I think he's only 19 though, innit? So you gotta give him time. He might just be settling in. move to a whole new continent and whatnot. So you have to give him time, man. It's not easy. Probably doesn't even speak the language. So you have to be patient with that, brother. Win it. Oh, Webster's still on. Is he? I don't see him. Okay, someone's coming off now. Hold on. I haven't seen Webster. Yeah, Brookin. Oh, Brookin's moved to centre back. Oh, it is Webster. Why the hell is he playing Webster right back? Oh shit, he's taking Brookin off. Yeah, he's taking Brookin off. Elliott's coming on now. Brookin's coming off. No. I'm not disappointed. I'm just calm. I don't mind. It's a friendly. I don't mind. Bro, I'm confused. You man are confusing me. Is that Webster? Oh wait, I do see a little afro over there. I think it might be him, isn't it? Yeah, I think you guys might be right. That is Webster, isn't it? Oh, why did he do that? That's strange. I think that might be him. It's because the ball's not really been on that side, so I just assumed that he come off, because why would you put Webster a right back? He's not a right back. Doesn't really make any sense. I need the ball to go over there, because it's also now the furthest side of the pitch as well. So now I think that I'm tripping. But I think it is him, because there's no other brother with an afro in this team. And Cucurella has not duplicated himself. He is. That's weird. Yeah, I think that is him. That's mad. That's weird. All right. Well, it is what it is. Lewis Hall's now a centre back. What's he there, man? Making a lot of changes. Playing left side centre back, is he? Made a foul. Lewis Hall's fouled. I don't know what's going on. But no wonder why we're not playing as well as we were in the first half. No wonder, because everybody's playing out of position. To be honest, I'm not really second half. I'm not really seeing the same thing I saw in the first half. Everybody's moving positions. Amari and Rankine have swapped flanks. You're telling me now Lewis Hall's at centre back. We've got Webster at right back. I don't know what's going on. It's not the team that I saw. Yeah, Lewis Hall's playing centre back. Webster's at right back. I can see it now. I don't know why he's done that. The whole balance of the team is gone. Second half's been dead. I was enjoying the first half a lot more. I'm not really sure what he's doing. We're not going to get a goal playing like this. Very strange decision from Graham Potter. We'll talk about it in the review. Strange though, very strange. I will review this one, because why not? It's a game, innit? Do you guys, actually, I'll ask you, do you guys want to review? I was going to review it. Okay. Aston Villa coming down the left-hand side. They might even get a second, you know. Oh, Bettinelli with the save. Lucky it didn't go straight back out to another player. It's not a great save. Here's Webster on the ball. Webster again. Bun reviewing this. Review if Chelsea lose. Review for the vibes. Yeah, because a lot of people would have missed the match. lot of people would have missed the match, so that's what I'm thinking. But I will go and play Call of Duty tonight. Don't worry, I'll play it later on. Might not even be late. I'll probably try and play it earlier today. To be fair, I'll play it before Big Six on Twitch. Yeah, I'm thinking you may as well review it, innit? May as well. Why not? Oh, he's offside. Yeah, they're offside. Both of them are offside. Both of them are offside. I'll probably make it a short review. It'll probably be like a 6-7 minute video max. I'm not even going to bother with 10 minutes on that one. I'll just give you a summary of my thoughts. Quick recap. Maybe like 5-6 minutes. Just for the people that haven't seen it. Yeah, just for the people that didn't see it or the people that didn't want to watch it. Second half's been disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very disappointing. We'll talk about it because we got Brozier injury as well. We've got a lot of things to discuss, to be fair. So we have to discuss it. Oh my goodness, man. I'm very disappointed in the second half. It's been very stale. Very, very stale. Like even Hutchinson is not really in the game as much as he was. Haven't seen him on the ball as much. He's now back out on the right-hand side and Rankim's back on the left, but just the whole performance has just gone to kapoots. Okay, Hutchinson's pressing now. I think he's actually down the middle at the moment. Play it. I think Aston Villa is kind of like just maturity, in it. They got experienced players on the pitch that just playing the game out. Coming down this right-hand side. Here's Aston Villa again. They're more likely to get a second than we are to score. Good tackle from Cucurella. No, I'll do a proper preview for Bournemouth. I won't include any Bournemouth stuff in that because I don't know my starting 11 for Bournemouth yet. It's too early. I need to know what the team. I don't do teams unless I know what the team who's fit. You know, because we don't even know who's fit, so it's way too early. People are not even back from the World Cup. Someone could get injured, so we don't know. But I would have, based on this, I would have Hutchinson on the bench minimum. I'd have him on the bench. Man said I should have went to sleep. Let me call Skullfuggery. Bro, it's a friendly, man. Man said call Skullfuggery over a friendly. Skullfuggery should not be picking up that phone over any friendly matches. Oh, fuck's sake. It's back to business. Oh, Turkish, man. Back to business, you know. Listen, you better get a striker. You better get yourself a striker, man. Otherwise, it's going to be back to the same old Arsenal. Same old Arsenal. This second half's been peak. First half was good. First half was very good. Second half, though, I don't know, man. Potter's made too many changes. I couldn't even keep up. Man's just moved everybody to different positions. Team's unbalanced. It's just mad. I've got Webster playing right back. I've got Lewis Hall at centre back. It's just all over the shop. I think now Amari Hutchinson seems to be playing down the middle. He's played all across the front three in this game. He's played left, he's played right, and now I see Amari Hutchinson down the middle, and he's not a striker. Here's Cucurella. Play it. Good. Go on, Rankine. Rankine, good delivery. Oh, Rankine. That delivery is dead, bro. That delivery is dead. Oh, that delivery is really, really poor. You had so much time and space, man, to put in a good ball into the box. You've wasted it. Poor delivery. Hutchinson's definitely playing up front. Yeah, he's definitely playing up front. To be fair, with that Brozier injury, it actually might end up being quite a full video because there's actually quite a lot to talk about now that I think about it. It's not just the game. Got to talk about the two injuries. what the hell are we going to do now with that striker position? There's a lot going on. So, yeah, we actually may as well. We actually have a lot to talk about. This is ridiculous. Look at Rankine. Look, the amount of space Rankine is in this left-hand side is an atrocity. It's an atrocity to football, fam. It's actually an atrocity. Brother is in so much space. You just want someone to have the capacity to switch play, and you will find him. It's in so much space. ACL. Oh my God. Who confirmed it, please? What's your source? Yeah, this is mad. We definitely have to talk about that. So he's got an ACL injury. That's an ACL. Oh my goodness. Please tell me the source so I just know. So when I'm in the video, I can reference it. And I can check it, just double check as well before I say these things. Yeah, I'm not looking for Grizzcon sources. I need sources. Did you show the people with I didn't tell the people. I mean, Turkish is telling you the good news, I guess, you know. I'm not telling anybody. But that's that. I did hint Turkish. I hinted at a surprise that was coming with the Big Six, but I didn't tell them what it was. But yes, indeed. The Big Six watch along for the World Cup final in studio. It's going to be wild. It's going to be very, very wild. In studio, all 6 of us, Big Six World Cup final next Sunday. First ever watch along. It's going to be mad. I'll only be covering one more World Cup game on my channel, which will be the second semi-final, Morocco versus France. I'll be on DR Sports for the Croatia versus Argentina game. And for the third place playoff, I guess I'll basically cover that as well. I don't know, maybe on my channel or maybe DR, I don't know. But World Cup final, that's where it's at. That's where it's at, people. On the official channel, yes, on the official channel. We're building it. We're building it on the official channel. You had you got Big Six Extra, you got bare things, bro. It's mad. The people confirmed it. Good votes. 6 minutes to go. Still 1-0 to Aston Villa. I don't see us scoring, if I'm honest, with what I've been watching in this second half. It hasn't been the greatest performance. That man's holding up a "Can I have your shirt, Jorginho?" and his wife's looking at him like, "Mate, are you 5 years old?" His wife looks so disgusted in him. Here comes Rankine. Cucurella. Ball in. Headed over. Corner. Corner. Good play from Rankine and Cucurella over underlap. Tyrone Mings has been good today, man. Tyrone Mings has wrapped up everything. Anything that's come in the box, he's headed it away. Any situation he's dealt with, he's handling business. He wants his international squad place back. Mings is not happy, fam. He's not happy. Got left out of the World Cup squad. I couldn't believe it. You know, Southgate loves Mings. I was shocked that he left him out. Here we go. Yeah, review will come out ASAP. Straight after full time. There'll be no mucking about. Very, very quick. Review plus talk on Brory on what we should do in January concerning that. Who I think we could actually bring in as a replacement. I've actually got a couple of names that I've been thinking of during this watch along for a replacement of Amanda Broya. And none of them are Cristiano Ronaldo. You'll be happy to hear. Or you'll be sad to hear. I don't know. We won't be letting Toby breathe. No, we won't. I remember distinctly Toby disrespecting Giroud and trying to pretend like Harry Kane's career was anywhere near. And now we're going to have a serious conversation about just that. Just that. Don't worry about it. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Here's Cucurella. Plays it. Yeah, Liverpool awful as well in their friendly. Is Grizz doing a watch along for it? Let me see. Big up everybody inside. It's been a good watch along. No, I'm gonna just start preparing mentally for that review because this game ain't going anywhere. Ah, he's not doing it. He's doing a reaction. Oh, we were almost 2-0 down. We were almost 2-0 down just as I was checking. Great opportunity for Danny Ings. Bettinelli managed to come out quickly and deal with that situation, but it was almost 2-0 to Aston Villa. Almost 2-0. You said your response to not letting Thabz breathe has brought tears to my eyes. Bro, how could I let that man breathe? How? All that Harry Kane defense. How could I let him breathe, man? After, bro, we are going to be onto him, bro, immediately. The Giroud disrespect will not be tolerated. I'm telling you that now. The Giroud disrespect will not be tolerated. Man is a big game player. All right, couple minutes to go. We haven't got long left. Chelsea, if they can get an equalizer, that would be great. Here we go. Oh, well done. Oh, here we go. Oh, blocked. Even when we get into the box and we look like we're about to get it, we're still blocked by Chambers, Callum Chambers. It was a great ball down the flank. Headed over by Chambers, yeah. Big. I think it was Webster in the end that got the shot away, didn't he? No, it wasn't Webster, sorry. Yeah. Ball in, headed away again. You saw the W against Toby on FIFA. Yeah. I'm gonna try and play him actually tomorrow. Let me try and schedule it. There's no games tomorrow. I'll try and schedule it. See if Grizz wants to be on commentary. There's no running now. Ball into the box, Hutchinson. Saved by the goalkeeper. I'll message him today, try and see if I can line up a FIFA stream for you guys tomorrow. Me and Toby. Just know that I'm doing that now. So if he doesn't show, you know it's because he bottled it. Oh God, Jesus Christ. All right. 90th minute. Gonna do the review. And then I'll see you guys for Call of Duty. Maybe 7:30. I'll see what time. I think Big 6 is at 10 o'clock, is it? I have to check. 9 or 10. And I'll do it a couple hours before Big 6 on Twitch. But that'll be it for YouTube today. And then we'll come back into tomorrow with some content. Go on. Oh, rah. At this point, I'm just cheering on anybody because I'm just trying to see some goals. It's back to internationals, fam. I'm just trying to see some excitement. Anything to add to my review? Yeah, don't worry. You're going to see that. A few of you that were up in the late hours of whatever day it was, Friday morning, would have seen me play Thabz on, I don't know if it was on the Big 6 Instagram. I don't know if Turkish was doing it live. I think he was on that. Big 6 Instagram went live at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Me versus Thabz. It was an absolute showdown. But yeah, I'll get it onto this channel. Don't worry. We ain't leaving without playing him. Corner for Aston Villa is probably the last chance of the match, to be honest. It's about a minute and a half left. Ball comes into the box. Punched away by Bettinelli. Ball into the box again. Headed away. Aston Villa just keeping us in our box as they try to find a second. Aston Villa again with the ball in. Header. Nope. It's going to be. Here is Cucurella. Cucurella, well done. Oh, go on. Okay. The boys gave everything. The boys gave everything. They really did. It wasn't enough. Okay. I have come to the edge. We are almost at the end of this now. I have come to the edge. All right. Game over? Not yet. And that will be that. Surely. Full-time whistle blows. Chelsea have lost to Aston Villa by a 1-0, courtesy of McGinn. I'll be giving you your full-time match reaction video in hopefully about half an hour's time maximum. So I'm going to be heading out of here immediately. And yes, we have a lot to discuss. So let's get straight into it. Big up your damn selves. Make sure you subscribe, smash up the likes, smash the notifications if you haven't. I will see you guys in literally, hopefully, no longer than 20 minutes. I plan to get this up and out as soon as possible. And then we turn our attentions to Call of Duty on Twitch at around maybe 7, half 7. And yeah, a little sneaky big 6 later on as well. Until then, in a bit, people. Peace.